man. Studios have been closing. Shit. Let's get to it. Yep. Mm-mm.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading people where skin. All recent gaming gold bricks and pay top bean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin!
Oh, Joey in the building. But either way, though, good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon, even the crazy one with Sean, beautiful and awesome Thursday. Chat. I have some good news. I will be here tomorrow. I'm not going away for the weekend because we have a bad weather up in the north. A lot of things are happening. Take care, guys, up there in the north. Hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are fine. Watch out with all this rain and flooding. So yeah, chat, I will be here tomorrow. We will do another show tomorrow. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let me bring my brother Joe in here so we can get this thing going. Cause I know. Joey's got a couple things to say today. Oh, look at Joey. Look at Joey. Look at that shirt. Joey, how are you, man? What's up? 1 second. All right. I can't hear you yet. No, I cannot hear you. We cannot hear you yet.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can, sir. How you doing, man? What's up?
Okay. I can hear you via the laptop's microphone. The headphones is not working for the moment. I don't know why. Give me a second.
Yeah, you don't know
But
why?
yeah. I can barely hear you. But anyway, good morning, everybody. Thank you. The shirt is actually it's the first shirt I found. I'm gonna.
Hey, but you look handsome, man. You look like you look like.
Dave the Diver.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that is Dave the Diver shirt. Oh, that is 100%. I mean, if I go out there and look for a Dave the Diver shirt, that would be it, though. That could be it.
Oh, there you go. It connected now. No, yeah, it connected. I don't know
Now
where.
you're connected. Now you're good. Now you're good. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I have a couple of these shirts. I have like 3 of them. Right. I had another one that it was like flowers and things like that actually looked like the E Honda shirt from the Street Fighter movie. But my dog actually got that one and ripped it off. That's why I haven't used it in a while. Now on the WBG show, I have this one. I have a black one with white flowers and things like that. But I use them mostly. I use them like when I go out and things like that. But right now, I was shirtless like 15 minutes ago. And
Me, today's chill flow, and tomorrow's gonna be even more chill flow because I'll be here at home, I'll be more relaxed, and stuff. But today's chill, it's chill day. Guys, I gotta stay. After we done the show, I gotta do a couple things, but it'll be around the area. Nothing too fancy though.
By the way, Louis, I can't do 3 hours today.
No problem. We can do 2.
I have to bounce. Not soon, but not in 3 hours. I can't like so be some.
Okay. We can do 2. We can do we can do 2 or an hour. Whichever. I mean,
I gotta do some errands before I go to work, and yeah.
Oh yeah, I get you. Same here. I got a couple things to do too. But Joey, though, you were not here yesterday. I still have.
Why?
Why won't you?
Because I got a call late last night that I had if I could work early in the morning.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. It's
and next week is gonna be that way. Unfortunately, next week I'm having. There's days I'm gonna be in the morning in the office. There's days gonna be at the late, and there's there's gonna be like in midday. So it's gonna be up and down. So
Yeah.
I hate my new boss. But anyway, no, it's not. I don't hate him. It's like, dude,
Dude, just
hey,
just put something like
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 consistent,
legal.
right? Like
Yeah.
I don't like the mornings. I don't like working in the mornings or early waking up early in the morning because I
Mhm.
barely sleep. Like I swear to God, Louis, it takes
Yep.
a lot for me to sleep.
It happens to all of us
Right?
as we get older. It happens to us, Joey.
It takes
It happens.
so waking up. Look, I can wait. I need to wake up. Let's say when I start my shift in the morning, I have to wake up at 4:30 to leave at 5
Okay.
because at 5:30 I leave. Traffic takes me and I'm done.
Yep. Yep. You're done
So
then.
I gotta leave at 5, right? So I
Mm.
gotta be wake up like at 4:30, get dressed real quick and leave.
Damn.
But I'm awake still at 3:30 in the morning because I can't sleep. So
You
it's
can't
like,
sleep. Yeah, I know how it is. I know how it is. I know how it is. But Joey, speaking of that, today is Resident Evil Day, isn't it? Oh no, that's tomorrow.
no, it's tomorrow and I hate it.
No.
I hate it for the simple
Why does it
reason
have to be
I'm working.
tomorrow?
I'm working.
Tomorrow's a free day here in Dominican. Woohoo!
Tomorrow's Friday. Oh well, you got a holiday, I
We
guess.
got a holiday, yes. We got a holiday here in Dominican. So, yeah, I'm just gonna chicken chill, you know. I'm just gonna take a chill here at home, do a couple things, you know, I gotta do, catch up on some things, you know. Yeah.
It kind of sucks because I can't play that game. Unfortunately, I don't even think I can play that shit on not even
Next week.
on Monday when I'm off, which is
Oh,
sucks
why?
because it's the first day of school.
Oh shit.
So on Monday I'm off, of course, but I'm taking all my kids to every acto cívico and fucking school shit. Gotta take all
Mhm.
one by one. They got two are in the same school, one is in another school, but I gotta do that shit all morning. We gotta
Oh
split the
no.
teams. We gotta split the teams. I still don't know which one I'm taking. I'm taking over my boy or am I taking my two daughters? Which one? Because because
Oh,
they all start at the same time.
adult life, adult life.
Yeah, and tomorrow and Monday is gonna be fucking the traffic. The first day of school is gonna be horrendous. And then
This
find
Joey, you know what, Joey? You know what we gotta
and
do?
then the meetings. We're gonna have like 15 meetings to talk about the same shit. Then they're gonna put us on WhatsApp groups with all the parents, and then the complaining and the stupid parents start asking some dumb shit. Like, because it happens every year, bro. They ask
I
some of
know.
the dumbest shit. Some parents, I'm like, oh my god,
God.
read the
Oh,
fucking thing. They give you, they give you a
oh
fucking
man.
list and things and every year, and they still like, oh, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh
Anyway,
Lord.
it's gonna be fun on
Anyways,
Monday for me. Sorry for my
it's,
rant.
it's okay. It's okay. I get it. But real quick, let me say good morning to the chat. Hello's the man with the Ray. What's up, Grumpy Shaman? Hello. Sanchez Martinez giving good morning. Ray G. Good morning, my beautiful Montreal. When was the last time your game were good? Oh, wait. You're talking about Nacon? Nacon made a. Oh,
Oh,
no, that was listen. Yeah,
what the fuck, man?
yes. Yesterday, let me tell you something, chat. I was crying inside when I heard the Nacon Studios closed. I mean, that RoboCop game was fantastic. I know they made Golem.
No. They didn't close.
They didn't close, not yet, but you know they're in
They were
financial trouble.
solvent. They're solvent fishing. I think if I read that right, meaning that they
Man,
didn't have money to pay nobody.
they got money to pay nobody. Man, I gotta buy the RoboCop game at least 100 times. You know, for I think that still wouldn't be enough though. Aw, you know, it was sad reading that stuff, man. I mean, I don't know where's it gonna head to, but damn. Oh man, let me see
Jesse
who else
James,
here.
Jesse James,
Jubei, Jesse
you have
James,
no
pick
I.
those.
You know how you have no idea how much I want that right now.
Wait,
Like
wait,
I
wait,
want,
what?
even though I
Oh,
know, you can hear me. I can hear you.
uh,
Jesse James, you got no idea how much I want that right now. But at the same time, once my oldest daughter is done in school for 2 more years, right? The
uh,
oldest one.
mhm.
But if she enters, if she's going to college, of course, who's paying that? I'm gonna pay that. So I'm not gonna be done until almost. Well, fuck. I'm not gonna be done with them basically in 10 years or
Mm-mm.
more. Or if they, I don't know. Right now, I'm
What?
not.
What's up,
Uh,
Latek?
right now, I'm
What's
not
up,
even.
Parker?
I'm not excited because I still gotta buy some shit, more and more still school supplies and things
Yep,
like
yep.
that.
You
I
gotta
mean,
get.
mostly is bought, mostly is done. However, we're
Yeah.
still missing the details now, like the special books, the special notebooks that I haven't had time to move. My wife hasn't had time also to go to the mall and buy those things. Plus, because they're older now, they want special perfumes. They don't want this thing. They want special clothes. I kind of miss those days when I was in school, though. So, well, whatever.
Yeah, because we don't have to think about buying all this stuff. That's the things we gotta miss.
No, my mom didn't give a fuck. My mom bought me the. She didn't care what I wanted. She's like, "No, you're getting this, and that's it."
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Now it's all like, oh my god, dude.
Uh,
I was checking notebooks all this week, and things, school supplies. They're printing on the notebooks and no fucking AI pictures on it.
oh shit! That we got
Like
all.
this, what there has, some notebooks has designs and shit like that, and people
Yeah.
kids just choose whatever they want. Dudes, there were designs. I'm looking at it, dude. This is clearly fucking AI, man. God damn. But anyway, I'm not gonna be able to play Resident Evil tomorrow because I'll be doing some
No,
shit and working.
no.
But then Saturday comes, I'm gonna be doing a lot of shit. Sunday, I'm taking my
Mhm.
kids out again for the last day of school, so I'm not gonna play Resident Evil then. Then comes Monday. All the shit I gotta
Ooh.
do. Tuesday is gonna be the same thing because there's gonna be more meetings and shit like that in school. Uh, shit that happens. I'm not gonna play until Wednesday, but guess what's Wednesday is for me?
What is visit for you?
Work day because I'm off Monday and Tuesday, so it's gonna be fucking mess. I'm not gonna play shit.
Oh damn! Oh no,
I
no,
fucking hate
no,
it,
no.
man. So
Ah,
I don't know when I'm gonna start playing Resident Evil, even though I have it pre-ordered. Well, maybe I'll start
ah.
playing like a 15 minutes here, 30 minutes
Yeah,
here, 40
30
minutes
minutes
here.
there. Yeah, 40 minutes there. Yeah, just to take it little by little. That's what you gotta
Yeah,
do, Joey.
just a tip.
Just Joey. I think you got a couple things to say about what you read yesterday in that interview that happened.
Yeah, I even forgot what I read, so
Oh,
you gotta read it.
I gotta read it again. Okay, I'll read
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. You can put
it.
the
So,
pinpoints. Yeah,
but because look, like I said, I have this here still because Joey didn't get a chance to talk about it yesterday, and I want to hear your thoughts about the exclusive interview that a bunch of journalists out there are pissed off that that they gave it to Jez Corden. You gotta laugh at that
oh
shit. Oh
my god.
God. Oh my
I,
God.
I I do have an opinion on that. Like, really, dude. First of
Like
all,
seriously.
first of all, you're pissed that none of your closest friend, I guess, got the interview. You go, okay.
Okay, so.
You're like upset because your buddies didn't get it. All right, I can see that. But
Oh.
then you say like, "Oh, I don't get my objective news from Jez Corden or from a site called Windows Central." I'm like, motherfucker, have you ever read or heard what Jez said against Microsoft? And Windows Central is not even
Exactly.
owned by Microsoft.
Exactly.
Like Jez Corden,
Exactly.
out of 10 articles, are like 6 or 7 out of them are like, "Hey, yo, Microsoft, you suck. Fix this shit." Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that was a
Oh man.
petty thing to say for that guy.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
super petty. I mean, I'm
yeah, like
sorry.
really.
I'm sorry. That's just I sit here and and see what happened yet last night with that, and I saw the video and say, "Wow, really?" I mean, that's
Yeah.
just come on, man. I mean, he. Listen, number one, he went in and asked like the questions. People were curious about the things he had said, and there was a ton of more questions that he couldn't get answers to. Because that's what she said. That's what she put out there. The return of Xbox, all those cool questions. We needed to know the
Mhm.
answer to because we were out here like, what does she mean by it? And a lot of people were like, what does she mean though? A lot of us understood it, but a lot of guys didn't because there was a lot of mixed messaging out there.
Before you say anything, like
Mhm.
Parker Burrows 289. Like, why have kids, Joey? Because once they're here, you'll die for them. It's a
Yep.
feeling that
Yep. It's nice.
I still can't describe it. Like, I can
It's
describe it.
nice.
I can describe it. It's like something's like once you're there, you're worried all the time. You're thinking about them all the time. They hate you, but at the same time, it's like an extreme weird feeling. It's like
It's a
your
love
life
hate
doesn't. Yeah,
relationship.
yeah. No, no, no. It's not that. Is that you love something more than your own life. It's
Mhm.
That's all I can say. It's an extreme. It's a beautiful blessing.
It is. It
And
is.
I remember my last one, Derek. We were not in a good financial situation, and we were worried the whole thing. And then once he caught here, he's like, you know what? All those worries, even though I had the worries, it went away once I saw him. So it doesn't matter. They're here, and I'll you're gonna make
Keep
me
it
cry.
going.
Let's go.
So, Joey, there you go. What do you have to say about this interview, my friend? Because I mean, look, it was solid. I felt good, reading all this stuff. To us, it felt really nice, like reading all that stuff, reading what they were saying, um, speaking what they were, because they were actually speaking really well there. What do you think about it?
I mean, again, I think yesterday I tweeted about it. I said
Hmm.
that. Well, I think when I read it, and it wasn't even. Was it yesterday or was it the day before?
It
One
was
of
the
them.
day before. It was the day before. It was the day before. Yesterday we covered it.
Yeah, it was the day before. When I read it, I'm like, I sat down. The first thing I did because I was at the office when that thing dropped. I'm like, you know what? Wasn't busy in that moment. You know what? I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm not gonna pretend to do what because I usually read all those articles. Sometimes
Yeah.
there's a lot of fluff in those articles, but I'm like, hold on,
Yeah.
let me read this one.
Let me
And
read
I
this.
started reading, and I noticed several things once I read it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm like, all right, there's a lot of PR talk, of course.
Of
Like
course.
they are trained to speak in a way,
Yeah.
and I know there's a lot of people a little trepidatious to actually believe in the words Asha and Matt Booty are saying.
Hmm.
But I am choosing to believe in the words.
Hmm.
I am choosing. Even though I know that's a lot of PR talk. She said a lot of things that, of course, sound good. There's a lot of questions. They're like, wait, what do you mean by that? And unfortunately, Jess in the same article said he didn't have a chance to actually follow up or even ask more questions because apparently he had a short period of time. But at the same time, he did ask good questions, and Matt Booty did interrupt in a good way. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, like interrupt, like chime in
Hmm.
with certain quotes, like no, we don't have a demand from Microsoft. No, Microsoft is not pushing us for this or that. No, we're not built to be a third party publisher only. We're built to be to have a platform. We're built. Uh, Either you believe him that they're built to just be to have a console and an ecosystem and sell the video games or not. That's up to you. Whether you believe that what Asha is saying, that she believes in going back to the spirit what Xbox is to create things that people didn't actually dare to do back in the day. The whole fun thing. She used the word fun, which I was saying like I think on Monday morning. I think I said, "Do bring up fun."
Bring up fun. Yeah.
Um, Whether you believe what she's saying with the whole exclusive thing, which to me, that ship has sailed. I don't actually believe exclusives is the actual
Yeah.
thing, or they're gonna come back with it. Whether you believe the word she said, the plans are the plan until it's not the plan.
Plan. Yeah.
So that basically means that right now she's looking at the situation. She wants to understand why they
Why?
decided the things they decided. She want to look at the data if the decision was actually met with the data in
Hmm.
terms of. Let me see. Okay, this is the decision you made because
Yep.
that's what you thought it was good, and then you look at the data. Is it working? If it's not working, and under her control, she's going to continue to look at that data and on the plans. And if she sees that the plans are not working, then of course she has to change the plans and make new plans, right?
Hmm.
That's how the
Yeah.
world works. It's the same thing. Of course she's saying no, there's no mandate from Microsoft against me, blah blah blah. If you don't want to believe her, that is fine, because
Yeah.
again, she hasn't done anything and
Nope.
to prove that, or she hasn't done anything to
Oh,
he
Joey's
hasn't
internet
done anything
crashed.
yet.
Ooh. Okay, you're back. You're back. You're back. You crashed for a moment, but you're back, bro. You're back.
You're
You're back.
breaking up.
You're
I'm
back.
breaking
You're
up.
back.
Who's breaking up?
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody's breaking up.
No, you were the one who broke up. You left for a second, came back. I was still here. So
People in the
keep
chat
going.
tell me as if it's him or is it me, because I
I'm
think
good. I'm
it's
good. I'm good.
me.
I'm good. I'm not. I don't think
Or
it's
is
me
it me?
though.
Somebody in the chat tell me, please.
I'll check in a moment though. I think it was you though. Yeah, it was you. It was you. It wasn't me. I was still live. It was you. You broke up for a moment, not me.
Hello, is it me or is it Louis?
It's you. It's you. I just saw it. I just saw it on the video though. You left. I was still
It's
here.
showing that it's not me though, but I
Really?
could be
It
wrong.
is. Huh? I mean, I think
And
I'm
I
good
can't
because
control this.
yeah, we can't control this though. We can't control this. At least today, my camera's better though than it was yesterday. I don't know what was going on yesterday, but yesterday, like everything was pixelated, going little by
But
little. Yeah, they're saying it's you. It's you.
it's me.
It's you.
Okay.
All right, but Joey, keep it going though. I mean, you were on the flow
No,
right there.
talk. You're still breaking up. Talk. Go ahead. Continue with the show until it fixes. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, okay. No, what I'm saying is that you were on the flow though. You were saying a lot of cool stuff there. Keep it going.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get out. Let's see what happens. Hold on.
Okay, you're gonna come back in. All right. All right, let me keep it going then. So while we wait for Joey, let's see. First Ascent is still good. Dia is a beast. Ah, you still that game is good, man. That game is good. I remember. I think it was Sanchez Martinez gave me who really played a lot of First Ascendant. He really enjoyed that game. I never played. I never even played a multiplayer. I don't really have any issues with. Really, you never played a multiplayer? Redfall was way better than the media led you believe. I had a lot of fun with it. Oh man, Redfall was great, but it wasn't that big, title that people were expecting it to be like a 10 out of 10 or something like that. I don't know. It's a game that should be it's sitting at like around 7 and 8, nothing more than that. And I really enjoyed it though. I mean, to be honest, though, I really enjoyed Redfall. Besides its bugs and its glitches and all that stuff, I really enjoyed it. To be honest though. Hey, let's check. What's up, man? Good morning. Louis needs some what to see how. Oh no, don't talk. Don't bring that up now. No. That's on you. I don't see any problems. Okay, because look, for me today, it feels like it's good on my side though. Like if I check, let me see. Oh, Joey, you're back. You're back, Joey. And now we can't hear your microphone again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was. I was muted. I don't know. You tell me if I'm back or I'm not back.
Yeah, you're back. You're back. You're back. It sounds better. It sounds better.
It still sounds terrible.
For you, it does. Uh oh. Let me see if it's me
You're
though.
sounding. You're sounding like a real robot.
Real robot. Okay. Let
But
me leave.
no, it's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It
Uh,
has to be me.
uh, it has to be you. Okay. Okay. Oh, don't scare me like that because I was about to leave and come back. See what's going on. Because for me, like for example, yesterday we were having issues, but I found out what the issue was, and the issue was that I needed to update the PC. I do not know why. That's what happens though. I miss Crossfire X. Name a single Xbox game that will ever get a 10 out of 10, even if it has a 20. Ah, I got you one though. Forza Horizon 5. Got a 10 out of 10 though, to be honest. Pretty much
Where did it?
everywhere.
Where did it get a 10 out of 10?
Everybody gave Forza Horizon 5 a 10 out of 10. Don't you remember? It was a 10 out of 10 game. Remember that year?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was a 92. Well, somebody
That's
didn't
a,
give it a 10 out of 10. Then.
no, no, no. But I'm saying a lot of people did though. Forza Horizon 5, 10 out of 10. Let me see. 10 out of 10. Let me see if I can get it though.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, some critics and users giving it a 10 out of 10 for a stunning open world Mexico, refined, drive mechanics, and massive collection. Yeah, it was a 10 out of 10. During that time though. They really poured their hearts into that one though.
You know what's crazy about that 10 out of 10 of the Forza Horizon 5?
What's crazy about it? Go for it.
Years
Oh,
later, they actually explained that that thing was affected by COVID.
really? That's they put
Yeah,
they
they said it. They actually said this like late last year or early this year, like in January. They said that, which is
oh,
crazy that they say that like Forza Horizon 5 was affected by COVID, and that's the product you pumped out. Holy shit, you guys are
yeah.
monsters.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
That's a
there's definitely something wrong with my internet. I don't know what it is.
there's something wrong with the internet. No, fix it, Joey.
Yeah,
Check the
see, I'm
antenna.
trying.
Oh, watch the chat
No,
now.
I got
Hey, Ray, what's up, Ray? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? What's up, Ray? What's cooking?
crazy show last night, Ray Ray. Jesus Christ.
What happened last night in Ray show? Oh, I need some gossip though. What happened?
Hold on. Hold on, my wife is calling. Give me a
Ray,
second.
Ray, what you do on the show yesterday, Ray? Ray? What you do, man? What you do? Really quick, while Joey keeps on feasting the internet, shout out to the 44 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Let's go. So tired, went to sleep late. Oh man, Ray, listen. As soon as I saw TCG, yes, when was it? The day before? Oh man. Oh, did he dunk a basketball? I'm innocent. Mm, I don't know why. I'm starting to be scared because reading those you and innocent together just don't just I don't know why. It just doesn't. I do not know why. Hmm. Let me guess. It was IGN, right? No, it wasn't IGN. There was a lot of critics out there who give it a 10 out of 10. A bunch of people give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, I remember when that game released. Remember, a lot of people were pretty like, "What?" It didn't even get like to Game of the Year awards. I don't know why. Just when we think our company shut it down, Sony ain't the only one. Just when we were thinking about a company shutting down, Sony ain't the only one. What do you mean by that, Cave? What happened out there? I saw you were up 1 hour in that game, Louis. Laugh out loud. Oh, Lord, you guys cannot believe. What's the link to Ray Ray? I've been lazy. I haven't sub. Oh, 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 oh. Jam Shark. Oh. Jam Shark, listen. I gotta fix this thing. So for like tomorrow, since I got a free day, I'm finally gonna
Si
fix.
pudiera más tarde voy a cancelar la cuestión de la lavadora.
So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is, Joe, you're not muted. Just to let you know. Uh, we're hearing Joey's conversation though.
No.
So
No.
in translation, she's
Déjame,
saying,
déjame ver cuánto necesitas en total.
in translation, he's saying, how many stuff you're gonna get here. Like how many, like what are we gonna eat today? He says, yeah. I'm translating the whole conversation.
Ok, déjame ver si
What has shut it down out there today? Let me see though, because I mean now they're
que el boletín prácticamente. Que el boletín prácticamente.
Eurogamer are owned by Sip Davis are facing.
Dale, dale, déjame ver cómo te envío esa vaina. Dame un segundo. Déjame ver si te consigo el Yapi, pues.
All right,
Dale.
let's see though. Joey, we heard the whole conversation, Joey. What was the thing that was? I mean, he said something shut down though, but I can't see what was shut down. But, hmm. But here we go. There was another thing that was out there though when it comes down to studio closures, and that was that Sony closed down Fabric too. Insane. So let's see though. Can watch some of the Pokemon games trailers, TMR. Oh, I can get that for you guys in a little bit. We can get that. 27 Forza Horizon 5's reviews were talented. Oh, really? I thought it was more. Joy, they said, hold on a second. Let me do something real quick because I don't know why. Wait, let me do something real quick. Oh, I remember now because, before there was like a fake one. Now there's a real one. Now there's a fake one. Here you go, Ray Ray. Go ahead, put your show on here, buddy. Go for it. It's a fitting name for him. Yeah, it's starting to fit with him, huh? He wants to start fights. So, Chad, let's move it along because it feels like we're stuck right here, waiting for a little bit. So while Joey comes back, we'll talk a little bit about the studio closures and what's been going on out there. No. Let's put that to the side. I want to talk about this though. This is something that happened these days, and I'm super happy about this. And this is something that we all going to enjoy and love. Let me get it right here. And here we go. So, getting back on track. So, chat, I saw this the other day. This apparently the Radical Entertainment devs are back to make new games. Their website has hits and run. Please let this be a sign of a sequel. So, this site, these guys, New Radicals posted this game on there, and that's some pretty exciting, cool news. I mean, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. I mean, you got The Simpsons, you got a lot of things happening on that site because kind of funny though that when you click on their website, go in there and you start looking at what they have or what are they like pretty much saying like what are they working on? You're like, huh? This is interesting though to see. So you have right here Simpsons Hit and Run, really good game from back in the day. Mobile and console, you got the Incredible Hulk, Ultimate. Oh, you're back, Joey?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My wife was calling me. She needed money, and the money I sent her wasn't reflecting in the bank account, but she needed it immediately. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
give
okay,
me a second.
okay, okay. So you want me to go back to the whole interview thing, or you want me to continue on with this thing real quick?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Like, fuck
Oh,
it.
so I'm talking because during these days, while the Xbox news was happening, New Radical they added this to the website, The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You saw that, right? You saw that, right?
Hmm.
So I just decided to jump in real quick while I was, while you were out there talking. I said this is pretty exciting news. You got The Simpsons Hit and Run, The Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Destruction, Scarface. The world is yours. I don't know if you remember that game from back in the Xbox, OG Xbox PS2 era. You remember that game?
Hmm.
That game is there.
I played it for a little while. Scarface didn't really play. So it was like I didn't play it that much. I saw
Mhm.
it. I've seen it, but I didn't play it
Yeah,
that much. However, that the Simpson games Hit and Run, fucking
yeah,
fantastic game.
that's a fantastic game.
The Hulk Ultimate Destruction, fucking great.
Isn't that the
Uh,
one where Hulk is running around, climbing buildings, smashing things, tanks,
yeah,
and everything?
what's the name of
Like
that game?
Spider Man
No,
or
not like Spider Man.
oh, okay.
It's like fucking shit.
Hmm.
It's the one from Activision. The guy that has the I always forget the name of that game. Prototype? No, it's not a prototype. That's the one.
But Prototype is right here too because
Oh, there it is.
I don't know
Oh, they
why
made.
is
I think. Oh, that's a good question. Why is it there?
that. That's the question. Why is it that though?
Unless Prototype was published by Activision, and
Hmm.
these are the guys who actually made it. I don't know, but
Or
I
probably
know
they
Ultimate
remastered or
Destruction. I
something.
played maybe, but I did play Ultimate Destruction on the GameCube.
Hmm.
The System Hit and Run. I actually played it on the PSP, not on the PlayStation.
Oh, okay. All
But I
right.
still loved it though. I still love the game. I like the Simpsons game, the arcade game.
Hmm.
The Bart versus the World on the NES. I love that game. Though I like most of the Simpson games. I remember when the Xbox 360 actually sold on the Xbox Arcade, the Simpsons arcade and the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh my
Turtles
god! Yes, I got
arcade game
those two.
and
And,
the X Men arcade game that was sold on
yes,
X.
and guess
But you know
what?
what? Guess what happened to me? I
What
lost that
happened?
Xbox account,
No, 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 no. But here's the weird thing, though.
so I
They
can't.
took it.
I don't have those games no more. They're
No, you
there
don't.
under
But,
that account, but I
nope,
don't.
nope, 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 nope. They're not there though because you know why? I'll tell you why. Because
Tell me.
because I have my account, the same account I've been having for the last what is it like year? I don't know how many years I have that account now. I think it's I don't remember. I forgot, but it's been years since I had that account. I bought the X Men arcade. I bought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade. I bought a bunch of those games. I did. And the sad part is, once the licensing was done, they suddenly disappeared off the list. So you don't have them anymore.
Well, I don't
You
have
don't.
them now, and I don't have it. But that is weird. Should be there because
It
even though
should be there though, because
even though it's the list. Well, back in that day, backwards compatibility, I guess, wasn't protected until now.
until now,
But
yeah.
I do have a lot of
Hmm.
delisted games that are still there. For example, I have Earthworm Jim
It's such a
HD
good
from the
big
Xbox
guy. Sorry, I had to
that
say that.
is
Sorry.
delisted everywhere, and I still have it, and I can still play it.
Oh,
So
nice, 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 nice,
well,
nice,
I have a
nice.
whole bunch of like delisted games, and sometimes when they,
I don't
because
know.
Windows
I gotta check
Central,
though.
Mister kind of funny, even though you hate Windows Central, sometimes they send a list of games that are going delisted on the Xbox account on the Xbox Store or the Windows Store.
Hmm.
I buy some of them. Like there was like two Capcom games that are almost delisted. One that were delisted like a few months ago, and I went up and bought them. They
Hmm.
were only like $1.99 before it was delisted, and they're there. One is a pirate game, weird game, and the other one is
Hmm.
what was the other one? I don't remember. But I do that sometimes. Like when I see a list of delisted games,
Bobby.
um, um, yeah, I can hear that that bird clearly.
Yeah, that's Bobby the
When I hear
bird.
I see a list of delisted games, I try to buy them just before they get delisted, but things like that.
What's up,
But yeah,
Bloom?
man, I don't. Hey, Pluma's in the chat. Pluma's in the chat.
Yeah, Pluma's in there.
Everybody in the chat, hit the like button. I don't know why Prototype is there, to be honest. Maybe they are the original developers. I'm not sure. Maybe
Uh,
Activision is just the publisher. Maybe that's why Prototype is not a Game Pass. I don't know. Is Prototype a Game Pass? I don't know. I don't remember.
Prototype and Game
So yeah,
Pass.
it's interesting that this website is back. This tells me certain things. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they coming back with like, hey, a remake or remaster, most likely a remaster,
Mm-hmm.
or this is actually
Or,
maybe this is just a commercial for career opportunities for developers to come in
mm-hmm.
because maybe they're making games again, and of course they got to
That's
show
good.
their work. Of course they got to show their work of the games they made before,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the games they
Oh.
made before, or at least they were a support studio that made these games because I don't know who actually made these games. I
Mm-hmm.
don't remember.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes,
Finance
that's it.
gaming, what's going on, guys? What's going on? People in the chat. Yeah. Oh my god, this is going to be a pain in the ass today. I
Back in
gotta-
the day,
I gotta
360 guy, it would disappear if you search for it. You was able to download the game looking through your purchase history. There you go. I think that's the problem, though. I think I gotta check on my purchase history and go back to. Damn, that's gonna be a long list, Farq. That's gonna be a long list for me to go through. Oh Lord! But Joey, you were on a rant with with the Xbox, interview. If you want to finish that up, or you just want
No, no. Basically, is I'm choosing to believe in Asha. It's not that
to.
I
All right,
believe everything she's saying though, but I want to try to
mm-hmm.
be a little bit optimistic because
Mystic.
it's like every out of five videos, four are like Xbox is dead. Don't believe a word she's saying. She's the
Yeah,
devil. Satya this, even though I kind
such a
of
list.
actually, yeah, I actually don't like Satya, not as a person, but as an executive
Mm-hmm.
and as a CEO, I don't trust in that man. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
personal against the guy. I don't know the guy, right? To have those feelings against somebody, right? Um,
All right.
I'm choosing to be optimistic in this situation, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't trust Microsoft or Xbox at all right now. Like, why did we believe Microsoft wouldn't do the same thing with if Phil and Sarah was there? It's the same company. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if Xbox
I get
Microsoft
it.
wanted to fuck Xbox, it didn't matter who was in charge. He was gonna fuck up Xbox either way, with Phil or with not Phil, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can we can clearly understand that or see that yeah, Phil was forced to retire early and
Mm-hmm.
Sarah was forced out. Period. Like it's a clear
But
sign. But anyway,
when they did the video though, they were saying, "Where is Sarah?" And someone came in and responded, "She was there." I was like, "Oh, oh, oh."
yeah, sure. I really
Okay.
don't know. But
Yeah. Exactly.
whoever said that, hey,
The drama.
that would be would have been nice if she would be in the picture. But I'm guessing like, hey, the pictures are only for employees. And
All
if you
right.
look at the picture,
Yeah.
and if you look at that picture, Major Nelson was on that whole.
Yeah. That's
No,
something.
no, hold
That's
on. Wait, hold on. Let me explain again. He wasn't
okay.
the whole like
On the
what do you call
background.
it?
In the
No, he
background,
wasn't in the background. He
No,
wasn't in the
no,
background.
no. He was part of the crew. It was like in the background part of the crew, though.
No,
Like,
he wasn't in the picture.
oh, was it the picture? Okay, okay, okay. I thought he
No,
was though.
I'm saying he was all part of that. How do you say that? That fucking
Event.
presentation,
He was part of the
event,
event.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
event. Yeah, there you
he
go.
was in the event. He was
He was
in
in
the
the event.
building, but he
He was.
wasn't in the picture. I don't
Hmm.
remember seeing him in the picture. So I'm guessing if Sarah was there, she's like, "Hey, the picture's for employees only." And Sarah's like, "I'm not an employee no more."
Oh, probably so. I mean, probably
And
so.
Major Nelson, I don't remember seeing him in the picture either. We realized he
Yeah.
was there after he sent the picture with Asha. So I'm
Asha,
guessing
which that's a good
I'm guessing
sign
she was
though.
in the background. Yeah.
To be honest, so that's a good sign though. When you see stuff like that, that's actually like a good is the term
Hold on.
is
Let me
is
want
the
to make a
term
phone call
omen?
again. Hold on. Yeah.
Another phone call? All right. Got it. Let's keep it going, Chad. Let's keep it going. You
Well, I
done?
mean, we're still doing the school stuff, and she's doing the school right now. She needs to, you know how Latin schools are. You need special shirts, insignias,
So,
stupid
Love,
thing.
Big B Money says, who owns the Simpsons the Simpsons games? I don't know who owns them though. It's been a while. Primus Gaming, what's up? Good morning. Pickle says the Scarface remake will go crazy, 100%. 100%. 100%. You know, that's something I like though. When they really do, here's the thing that I really say. If you're gonna do a remake, do what is a remake. What is a remake? You go back to the to the late 1990s, to the early 2000s, and bring those games back, to 2013. Because if you sit there, you look at it, bringing last gen games over here, like why? What's the purpose of that? Just go way back, and do that. I don't think anyone owns the Simpsons video game IP. Oh no, that's don't tell me that though. That was a fun one. I love the Simpsons Arcade, such a fun game. Things go bad, it's out of my control, but right now Xbox delivering for me. They improve things definitely, 100%. They are. Chat. Who in the blue hell got 100 messages on their cell phone? I think we were live. No, I don't think. When that started, I think we were just signing off when I had 100 messages on my cell phone. When I saw that cell phone message, I was super happy. Say, wait, did I win something? Because they're trying to contact me. At first, I was like, is this a hack though? So I went on here, took a look at the internet. I was like, oh, it's just something that they have that they're sending a message out. And then when I click on it, it's basically, I was like, oh, I was so sad, Chad. I thought I won something. I thought Microsoft was contacting me to say, Louis, come to Microsoft headquarters. Yay! But no, sad day, Chad, sad day. JMX Gamer, I don't know. SNK Kev came by and says, who is closing? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, beyond underrated was the Xbox original. What a great console. Mm-hmm. Xbox was spamming messages yesterday. Yes, they were. I mean, there was like 100 messages though. Disney Crazy Louie. What do you mean Disney do? So, Gen X Gamer, this past month, this February has been, I don't know. One thing I always say about this, I've said about this year, is that it's going to be one weird year. Everything's going to go crazy. Everything's going to go, around different ways, different stuff. Like a lot of things are happening this year, right? It's insane. I'm ready to play Test Marathon. Let's go, let's check. I'm going to download it later on to test it out, because I told the chat I was going to test it out to give them my 2 cents, if I like it or not, to see if it's something good, something bad. But, when it comes to the shooting and the gameplay, the gunplay, I know these guys do a pretty good job. I mean, when it comes down to budget, I know they do a pretty good job. But let's see how the game goes, though. This month has been great, saving me a bunch of money, says Omushi VR. Well, of course, when you say money, yeah. But I'm talking about, like, in general, though. Like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm at IHOP eating breakfast because the line broke, so no work. Oh, nice. He just got a free day. I'm ready for Resident Evil tomorrow. Who is ready for Resident Evil tomorrow? We're ready to go. But
I'm the man.
You're done? You're done?
Of course I am. I'm fixing everything as I am.
All right.
I'm not about to get out of here, go to the city, and get that traffic.
So one thing I mentioned during these shows these past couple of days, and we haven't gone into deep in depth about studio closures right here, since Joy is already done with the Microsoft thing. So let's jump into this one. So we're having situations out here this month, right? Like I said, this was the first thing that literally broke my heart reading this news, and this is the thing that's happening. And I don't know if it's going to make it, though. I don't know if it's going to make it. I hope they do, and I hope this goes out of the way, because seriously, I will be really, really, really sad to see this studio go, which is Nacon. Nacon are the guys who made the RoboCop game.
Nacon is going down. I thought the publisher. Wait, hold on. I'm confused.
Nacon, yeah. Nacon. Nacon's going down. Nacon is going down. Nacon. Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. I thought Nacon was a publisher, and there were and they had studios making it. Oh fuck, that's fucked up.
Nacon is a major French publisher and holding his company. This morning revealed the dire situation. A new press the company has revealed. It has it's the publisher though. Oh God. I'm about to have a heart attack though. Well, those guys are the publisher though. So I thought that was the guys who developed the game RoboCop. Wasn't it? Let's see, the companies that
RoboCop and Terminator Resistance.
Wait.
that I bought, by the way, because I remember
I
like I want to
didn't.
play that game. I bought it, but I didn't play it. I still have it
Oh,
there.
you should play it, Joey. You gotta play that game. That game is so
Sí,
good.
mami, anda esa vaina.
That game is so good. That's one of the best games out there. It's one of the best games out there. I mean, I played that game. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Even though, like, for example, because it's kind of like a slow game, but it's so much fun because, you're part of the Terminator world, though. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, though. I mean, you got to check it out. So, another studio that is
I'm
getting,
sorry. I'm doing some transfers. My apologies.
no worries, no worries. So another studio shutdown that appeared today is this, though. Because this was in the silent, though it didn't get publicly announced. I don't know why, but if this is true, because if you see stuff out there in the internet, but yeah, this has also happened here in my chat, and that is so Sony shut down 7 studios this gen. How many studios did they secretly close? So there was a studio named Fabric inside of Sony that actually it's saying right here in this memo that it closed down on 20th of March 2024 under Jim Ryan's leadership. So that's another studio that went down. And today, like I said, even though it was shut down 2 years ago, but today is getting announced. So that's two studios that went down. And also a big one, but like I said, one of the things that really hurt me was seeing that Nacon goes away, because those are the guys who did RoboCop. Those are the guys, who worked on that. And I love that RoboCop game. I really do. Real quick, let me go check something. Because seriously, I'm now confused. RoboCop, Rogue City. Because if this is
That's
the
not
publisher,
Rogue City is like a second game.
yeah. Oh, 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 oh my God, you're safe though. Whew. It's Teyan SA who made the game, not Nacon though.
That was my thing. I'm like, Nacon is the
Nacon,
publisher, which
oh,
they're
it's the
making fans.
publisher.
They're buying
Oh,
these bunch of of of
oh,
of
oh my God.
licensed
Never
games,
mind.
which is dangerous though.
Woohoo.
Buy Getting licensed games with licensed properties like that, they
Yeah.
can be great games. Unfortunately, they're dangerous for the simple fact that
Whew.
these licenses
Okay.
are expensive. I'm not saying that's the
Ah,
problem of Nacon, because of course
okay.
Nacon have done different other games, but having licensed game, even Phil doesn't like the licensed game. When Phil was in charge, we've heard Phil. He said no to freaking Spider Man because it was a licensed game, and then
Mhm.
Sony's like, "Yeah, I'll do that." Like Indiana Jones was done because I guess his buddy Todd Howard convinced him, but Phil
Mhm.
and it's not. Well, I'm not saying. Well, Asha could change that,
Oh,
but he wasn't like a fan of the license things because it's expensive. I mean, we've seen the Insomnia League and how expensive it was. Spider Man itself and the Marvel properties are against Sony. So I don't know how expensive these properties are for Nacon, but
mhm.
unfortunately, Nacon is having a
Mhm.
hard time. I don't want them to go away, but let's see what happens, bro.
Ray Ray, can you post new Red Suite in there so we can catch it? Thanks, man. GTA 6 in 8 months next week. Baby money, stop counting it. Every time you count it, it gets delayed. Stop counting it. Stop counting it.
What was it saying? GTA?
He says GTA 6 is in 8 months next week. Stop counting it. Count it when we're 2 months in. Count it that time.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're counting the days.
BP Money's a big fan of GTA 6.
Well,
He's
here's my
just
question though. Like,
what?
no, that's a question for him from the chat. Do you actually believe it's actually releasing this
I
time?
mean,
There's not going to be no delays.
they said they were going to do the market in the summer, but when I see the market hit up during the summer, then I'll believe it's coming out. As of right now, I'm just like, I'm 50-50 because they delayed it so much. I'm 50-50 right now. I just got to wait till I see it. When I see it, I'll be like, yes, it's here. I'm 50-50 right here. So DraftTia
Ooh.
says, Nacon owns Clydeton Racing, the people behind WRC, and Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown in the studio that makes RoboCop. They own it? Do they? No, they're just a publishing though. Because Taeyeon, let me go see now. Because now, guys, you guys are gonna try to give me a heart attack today. Don't not give me that heart attack though. Please don't. Don't do that. It's too early. Oh God. Let me go check something. Taeyeon is a video game developer, producer, and publisher. Founded in 2006, the company has offices in Poland and one in Tokyo and development teams. No, I don't think they own it though. Let's see.
I got about 40 minutes left, Louis. So I
You
gotta
got
be
40
sorry.
minutes? All right, no problem, no problem. Bro. I got it. I got it. No worries, no worries, no worries. But yeah,
Busy day, unfortunately.
thank
And
God,
I can't be. I can't be tomorrow. I can't be on tomorrow. I'm sorry.
man, I was sad because I was seriously depressed. When I saw that it was like the student, like when I saw the whole name content, I was like, no, Robocop is
Yeah, I
God,
because I
no.
saw the thing like they were like having troubles Nacon, right? But I did see somewhere that
Hmm.
the studio was kind of safe, but it's
Yeah,
complicated. It's still a complicated situation because
let me just
again, if you guys seen
privacy chickens
the
here.
documentary from Double Fine, which is Psycho Odyssey, right? Which is
Yeah.
the making of Psychonauts 2,
Hmm.
when Bright I don't remember, was this Bright Light or Bright Sun, whatever the name of the publisher back then,
Hmm.
which are the
Hmm.
guys who make Payday, right? When they were publishing
Hmm.
Psychonauts 2, and they had the
I'm
whole
just right
trouble with and back in Sweden they had the whole problem with the government and the Swedish mafia and the whole thing that happened over there.
here. Hmm. Hmm.
They run out of cash and the company was going under,
Wow.
and they were the publishers of Psychonauts in that moment,
Yeah.
meaning that Psychonauts was going down too.
Yep.
And Double Fine was going down too because they didn't have no more money. But thank God they made that phone call to Microsoft because they were pitching Microsoft. They said, "Hey, listen, do you want to
Oh.
publish Psychonauts too?" And Microsoft said, "No, we don't do that no more. What we do is acquisitions. Are you interested?" And they're like,
Yep.
"Yeah, I don't know." And then apparently Matt Booty came along and actually wine and dined them with Phil, and they acquired. But yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen to the studio. Again, these studios are paid by publishers to make the games, so
Hmm.
hopefully they're okay. But they're saying, "Hey, we don't have no money to pay nobody," so that's a problem.
Wow, that's a problem. That's a problem. That is a problem. I'm telling you, it's bad. It's getting bad out here because I'm just going to keep on going up the list. So we have another one right here. That's we know it seems like it's in trouble, and this is who would do an investigation. But either way, though, I brought it to light because there's something weird with this studio because we haven't heard shit from it, and that
It's not really.
is and that is the Sony closing other studio Crisis Brewing PlayStation Studios, and that basically
Who?
is Fair Games.
They close Fair Games? No, I don't think so.
No, no, they haven't closed it Fair Games, but it sounds like there's about to be a shutdown button over there. You know, I don't know. I don't know what you
Probably,
think.
probably,
Probably.
probably, probably. I don't know. I don't know because who's making Fair Games?
Who's
I don't
making
remember
Fair?
the name of it.
Oh, the studio's
Haven,
called
right? No.
Haven. Yeah, Haven Studios. Yeah, it's facing
Okay, Haven is
problems.
making Fair Games.
Yeah.
What does it say? What
So
does it say?
it says, according to Detective Seeds, you know who, about
Oh
15.
God, forget it.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
I don't believe
Yep.
that.
I don't believe that. Okay, you don't believe that. Okay. I'm just bringing it up to light because it was mentioned though. I'm not saying believe it or not, but it's got mentioned that that game is about to basically disappear. I already showed the
I mean,
tweets.
I mean, we all thought about that like months and
Hmm.
months. I think a year ago that game could
Hmm.
be in trouble. And now
Yeah.
the information is coming out because fucking Blue Point got shut down. What happened? The season, you didn't know that Blue Point was going down. You didn't know that. What happened? Why are they always no, they get the information after shit happens? Come on. And now you want to say,
That's
oh, now you want
that's
to say, oh, Haven is going down because it's the easy target right now. Haven is the easy target to think that is going down. Come on, I'm
hmm
not. I don't believe
hmm
that. I don't believe. I don't believe anything that comes from him
yeah, because I mean, because
because
the
they
other day,
always
because
know shit when it happens. No, not before.
not before, yeah, it's kind of weird though because they're like, oh, I get all these codes and all this stuff because he came out and even said that though. He came out and said that, and I was like, huh. And they said, well, I talked to a couple buddies of mine, Blue Point, and they pitched the idea about like at first he made it sound like it was Blue Point's fault, which,
Yes, it
which,
was.
which,
Was it was.
which it made the Sony a lot of the Sony fanboys say, "Oh, it was their fault." Then you know what? Then they're good that they got laid off. A bunch of them were saying that it's good. A bunch of them were
It's
right.
their fault and it's Jim
And
Ryan's fault
and
or
and
Sony's
and,
fault.
and then it comes out that they pitched the idea for Bloodborne, they pitched the idea for this, they pitched the idea for that, but Sony was the one who forced God of War upon them. That's his reporting, not mine. I'm like, oh God,
Mm,
just make a decision. It was a dumb, was it not? At the end of the day, though, the one I don't.
apparently, some developers actually spoke and they said,
Apparently,
"No, we made the pitch." But why did we make the pitch? Because apparently Sony was only greenlighting games as a service games at that moment.
Exactly. They were
So
greenlighted
and
that.
they try to greenlit apparently other games like
But you,
Bloodborne and something else, and Sony said no.
yeah,
So I'm
but
like,
you
all right,
know,
if you're gonna say no to all of this, then let me pitch you a game as a service game. All right.
exactly.
Hey,
That's what happens.
either way,
The
they're
studio shut
down.
down. They're down,
Oh my
and
god, don't
I
stop,
don't.
don't stop. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
they always have to look for the butt, right? On the phone call. All right, so they always got to look for the butt. They always got to look for the butt situation instead of like saying, "Damn it, it's shut down. This sucks." No matter what butt they look for, at the end of the day, the studio's gone. But I know the main reason why it's shut down, and that's simple. Simple. They don't buy games. That's it. Because if Demon Souls sold 10 million, 12 million, 50 million, they wouldn't be looking at that and say, let's get these guys out the way. At least they did well on the console. But it almost reached 2 million copies, or was it 2.2? I don't know what the total sales are, but I know they are really low. Oh. And they're looking for the butt. Like, whose fault is this? Sony, is it this? No, no, no. I'm sorry, my friends. It's y'all's fault. You did not buy the game. That's the problem. So let's keep going. Crimson Desert comes out in 2 weeks after Marathon. Marathon has 2 weeks to survive. Oh, wow. Whew. Let's see. A lot of publishers are having a hard time finding investors for their games. That is true, Mr. Kima. And you reading that out there really, really just makes me sad because, it's like right now investors are not believing in the product, though. And it's a scary situation. It's a scary situation. It's really scary though. It's really scary. The chick who was running, it was nuked almost a year ago. Which one? Hmm. I'm talking about. Hmm. Let's see though. This is now a way Haven Studios survives this. I mean, I don't know about Haven though. I mean, seriously, Haven Studios is they've been pretty quiet, and we all know when things are pretty quiet, it's never for a good thing. It's never for a good thing. But, in all heart and all love, right? In all heart and all love, though, I hope they release it though, because you know why? These guys ain't playing around no more. This is not the same Sony as they think it was a couple years ago. Mm-mm. It's not the same one. Right now, they're looking for the cash. That's what they're doing. That's it. So I hope they do well. And another studio that's closed down this month, which really broke my heart because I played the game and I really do love the games. And when I saw that game being played on a trailer, I said, yes, it's back. It's here. I'm happy that this game comes back because, I miss those OG games. I played it. Yes. It's got a couple things, they had to fix because I don't know why they stick to like the OG controllers. But okay, it was like kind of like an OG controller. But at the end of the day, though, it was still a fun game to play. But there's just one mission I couldn't get past by because it was so messed up because they needed to fix the heck out of it because it was so buggy. And it was a mission with Hummers around it, and I was getting shot at, and I just couldn't get around. No matter what I did, I just couldn't get around it. And this was the other studio, which was TiMi Montreal Studio after 5 years. So this studio was the ones who made the famous and awesome Black Hawk Down, which I really loved back in the early 1990s and I really enjoyed. But yes, this team got shut down, which really, really broke my heart seeing it. So let's see, develops and operates titles such as, this is what, check this now. I understand why Call of Duty Mobile is where it's at, though. TiMi Studio Group, headquartered in Shenzhen, develops and operates titles such as Call of Duty Mobile, Honors of Kings, and Pokemon Unite. Wow. That's crazy. I did not know they were so deep into that, though.
What are we talking about, Louis? Sorry.
We're talking about another studio that closed down, which is TiMi Montreal Studio after 5 years.
Tencent has been closing down a lot.
Yep.
Embrace has been closing down a lot.
Yep.
Ubisoft has been laying off.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot. Every time I open up Twitter, there's a weird studio that I've never heard of
Mm-hmm.
closing down or laying off. Oh my god, the phone calls doesn't stop. Um,
it's called school, Joe. It's called school.
and
But
it's called payments. Well, not payments, but
spending money.
anyway, yeah, spending money. And then yeah, the industry is in a bad place when it comes to employment and investments and things like
Hmm.
that. I
Hmm.
remember listening to Lord Cognito and Paris Lilly saying that when they went to Dice and they were speaking to developers and investors, they were saying that people are not investing in video games right now because it's
No.
not a sure bet anymore, and they're trying to they're scratching their nails to see what kind of investors and things like that they're trying to find. But people are like, nah, man, I'd rather invest in something else. And unfortunately, everybody wants to invest in freaking AI.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
when it comes to video games, there's barely any investments. Plus, the industry has been treating their developers so bad that even developers are like, no, I don't want to make video games no more. I'd rather make commercials or be in a graphics design company, but not doing video games. So it's complicated for the industry. It's really complicated.
Yeah, it's really complicated. Every time I go on. Every time you see it happen on Twitter. Oh, and you go online to check out what's happening and reading all this stuff. It's insane that you keep on seeing, like, all of a sudden, studio leaves, studio dies, studio disappears. You're like, what? What the heck happened? It's just like that one game, Marvel Rivals, right? Marvel Rivals launches 3 months later. Oh, we laid off nearly half the team. We're like, what? But why though? Why did you lay off all these people from this? I mean, I don't know if it was nearly half the team, but they laid off a ton of people over there. You're like, why are you guys doing this though? Amazon canceled their deal with Maverick Studios, the one from X Force devs. Yeah, but you're on the good side though. There was a good news about it. Um,
Yeah, the guy said that they were fine and don't worry about that. That don't.
yeah.
Apparently, it was kind of fake. I don't know if it's fake news. All I know that guy that he was the former Xbox hmm,
Let's see if I can find that. I know I have that here.
developer, which is he's the head of the studio that he made new for that open world.
I think
He sent a
it's.
tweet like, "Hey guys, don't worry, we're good." Apparently, I don't know how. Maybe they found another publisher.
They said they're good though. They said they're good. So they came out. You can hold to the condolences. We're good. Let me see if I can find that
Yeah, yeah,
tweet.
yeah. What's up?
I
What's
think I
so
got.
serious going on? What's going on?
Let me
Yeah,
see if I
yeah.
can get
Nacon
it.
might shut down. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably. I don't know because right now sorry about that, chat. Things are not looking bright though. I mean, when it goes out there to comes to video games, it's not looking bright. It's not looking bright. And right now, everybody's like paying attention because it took like I always say, a couple years to notice that we've been. I mean, I know I've been talking about it. I know a bunch of people probably online out there have been talking about how crazy things are out there, and I've been mentioning it a lot. That here it is. I found the tweet. Um, that I've seen studios things like, for example, I mentioned the whole, oh, this account doesn't exist. What do you mean this account doesn't exist? Oh, what?
What do you mean that account doesn't exist? What are you talking
So
about?
I found the tweet. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Let me see. Okay, this is weird though. So I found the tweet, and all of a sudden, this account doesn't exist though. What happened though? So I found the
Get the fuck
tweet.
out.
Mike Brown from Flawless Cowboy says, a few people sharing the comments about this. Please do not. We are good as we've ever been are getting ready to share the game with you later this year. We aim to shoot a podcast to discuss a bit more tomorrow. And that was the guy that basically was working on the Amazon game, though. Let me see if I can get the tweet. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Never mind. It's still here. I was like, whoa. How was it
Okay.
deleted, though? Never mind. It's here.
I
It's
have
here.
a question.
What's the question, my
Fire
friend?
Sprite. Fire Sprite from Sony. What game are they making?
Fire Sprite. Let's go check. Fire Sprite. Fire Sprite games. Let's see what game are they making, though. PlayStation Studio, Liverpool, UK. Wait, Fire Sprite shut down? I thought they shut it down a long time ago, wasn't it? I think they were the ones
Well,
who made Fire Sprite, About Us
because
games.
I literally have a tweet like from Fire Sprite PlayStation financial statement up to March 2025. The company was working on multiple games, yet they be announced out of data. I don't know. Was Fire Sprite? I can't even catch up on who's closed, who hasn't closed.
Yeah, it's so much. Fire Sprite is the one who made Horizon Call of the Mountain, that VR game.
Okay, so they did close down. All right.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing though, because it was a PSVR 2 game, and you know, yeah. So yeah, real quick.
There's another. Literally, there's another news right now. Like Eurogamer and Outside
Mhm.
Xbox, which are owned by Sif Davis. I don't even know what that is. Are facing second rounds of layoffs today.
Oh
Apparently,
god.
Eurogamer. You know these like AGN and Eurogamer
Hmm.
is getting layoffs. Crazy.
They're getting layoffs.
Shinobi
I
tweeted something also about fucking WB Games.
Uh oh.
WB game teases. Okay, teases major release portfolio in 2028. Thank God they're making games. Xbox best path. Yeah. Okay. Nothing crazy.
Nothing,
Okay.
nothing too big. But wait, what happened with Fire Sprite though? The real fruits will still be
I
coming in
don't know.
return.
Oh my God! Now the garbage truck is here. God, I'll be right back. Fuck.
There's always something on Joey's place. Wasn't there a movie where oh that's Joe's apartment? Never mind. I was like, huh? Hmm. So yeah, basically, there was a lot of things that were happening during this week, throughout the week. Like I was saying, when it comes down to studio closers, publishing closing, and now today, we're seeing that in Eurogamer, there's going to be some layoffs. So there's a lot of things happening out there, Chad. There's a lot of things happening that it's been crazy that nobody has, got on top of it because, of course, we have this whole week, which we knew this whole week was going to be all about Xbox. Like what's happening at Xbox, what's going on with the Xbox, and all the stuff that's going on, with the CEO and everything. And that was all the news, but the rest of it was kind of like put to a side. Nobody sat there, actually, done a video talking about how TiMi Montreal is, how's Nacon, about to, and a couple. I don't know if they're gonna just go away. I mean, we don't know yet. We don't have to wait to see if they can actually, get some cash in to keep the flow going because they have a couple months. I think it's a month or two. I don't know how much time they have, but things aren't looking pretty out there, my friends. Things are not looking pretty out there when it comes to the video game industry. And it's like the whole situation. Hey, look, remember Rockstar table tennis game? Yo, that was the greatest tennis game of all time. Man, that was a fun table tennis game. It was back in the 360 days, my friend. Yes, it was. The next game is going to be Joey Check. La fa la whenever that happens. You're mean, man. You're mean. But yeah, that's what's going on out here, chat. That's what's going on out here. Catching up to some things that were going on down with the behind this, not behind the scenes. It's going on right in front of our eyes. But I was scared for a moment. When I read the Nacon thing. It's just a publisher, but it still scares me for what was it, Tenya? I hope Tenya still stays there. I hope they do fine because seriously, if that studio goes away, I'll be crying my tears off. Like yesterday when I saw it was done, I was sad. I was like, oh man, don't tell me this. No, no, no. That really broke my heart. Right then and there broke my heart. Oh, that seriously broke my heart, reading that. It was the Robocop studio.
Sorry.
So, like I was saying earlier, Joey, while you were gone, Sony closed the studio in 2024, which was called Fabric. And now it comes to light, though. That was another studio shut down, too.
I have no idea who they are or what they did.
What they did, so Fabric Games were the ones who worked on, not Fabric Games. I had read about this one because I did a little bit of research on it. But that was acquired by Firesprite though. So the Fabric Games was the one who made. Let's see though. What was the game they made though? Because I had it on the list though. What
Oh my God, man! and then you wonder why people call Digital Foundry fucking ponies. They're
So
all here. They're all here glazing the PS5 Pro version of the Resident Evil Requiem, calling
Resident
it the
Evil.
best. Yeah. Calling it the best port on. But dude, PC. What are you doing?
That's why I don't use. I'm not. You want to know something, Joey?
Dude,
I'm not.
it has path tracing. Like literally, they made a partnership with Nvidia
Mm-hmm.
to showcase the game on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
now
they
here
did.
they're like PS5 Pro,
PS5
ray
Pro.
60 frames per second
Yeah, let's
ray
go.
tracing on the Pro. Like yeah, that's true. And I hope it's better than the fucking Series X version because it's more powerful. It's supposed to be more powerful. But for the saying it's the best one, and they're like, dude, what are you talking about?
What talk about PC?
There's PC out there. Like
Didn't they show a video that game goes up to like 200 frames per second on PC or something?
dude, on PC it looks stupid. In fact, I saw already a comparison. Somebody like the ray tracing the PlayStation 5 Pro compared to the path tracing on PC. It's not
Oh,
even fucking. It's not.
it's not even.
This is not even. It's not the same game. Like when they're not.
Yes.
Then we're not. It's a different ball game, and you're doing. Like, I hate. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing though. That's why like for example, I
I'm not. I'm
remember.
not. I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate. I'm tired of hating. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. We can't get tired. We gotta go in and and throw sucker punches though sometimes though. But that's why a couple years ago, like I just sound like I'm done with these guys because these guys seem like the pro Sony. I mean, that's you take notice of that. You start seeing it though. I can't believe they were out there saying that the best place to play is a PS5 Pro. Seriously, you're saying this is better than a 5080 running that game? A PS5 Pro. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. But yeah, I think I remember there was a commercial on that though. Let me go see if I can find it. Hold on a second. For Resident
No.
Evil 9. It got some pretty good reviews though, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Resident. No, yeah, it's the first game of the year contender.
It is? Nice. I
Yeah.
hope has Resident Evil won a game of the year though?
I think four did.
You think four did? Oh yeah, it did, yeah. Four did.
I think
Four did.
four did, but I can't say that either because remember, I don't think the Spike Awards. I don't know if it was a thing, and I know different websites give their own Game of the Year awards. So I don't know. I don't know. I think Resident
Mm,
Evil 4 definitely did one. The original. No, I'm talking
mm,
about the remake.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, look, whatever's happening in Digital Foundry, yes, I understand that the PS4 Pro version, PS5 Pro, sorry, it's supposed to be better than everybody else's version. But to say
Mm-hmm.
it's like the definitive version or something like that, dude, you got PC.
Mm-hmm.
Like PC is always going to be or supposed to be
Ah,
crazy better than everybody else. But whatever.
but here you go. I found it. I knew I saw something out there. Ah, Louis doing investigative journalism. Better than these guys. Let me get this right here. Chad, this is the YouTube video
Yeah,
of this
I've
thing.
seen that.
Yeah, we've seen that plenty of times. I'm just gonna post it for the chat to see. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Ah, so here's a Resident Evil game, my friends. The RTX off, RTX on. Let's go.
But that's not RTX exactly. That's path tracing. Path
That's
tracing is
path
not
tracing.
Sony.
Path tracing that. Accelerated by DLSS 4. So check this out. So it's 57. Look how much it goes. And you're telling me the PS5 Pro is the best place to play? 306? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I know there's controversy behind doing frame gen. People don't like frame gen because those are fake frames made by AI to make it look smoother and things like that. But to
Mm-hmm.
be honest, I'm not gonna even hold you, bro. I was on
Hey.
our biggest retailer store when it comes to PCs and PCs and tech that is called
Yeah.
Panafoto like a few days ago, and they
Yeah.
were displaying a fucking pre-built PC had a 50 whatever and all of and they were showcasing games and I saw path tracing with
Mm-hmm.
not Forza F1
F1?
and I was looking at it and I'm like for the love of me I can't tell if this thing is faking frames or not. For the love of course, I'm not touching the game, so I can't feel
Yeah.
the lag if there's any. But for the love of me, I can't see fake frames. I can't see. It looks smooth and amazing, and it was running at like 240 frames per second, the whole display and everything. And I was like, it looks amazing. So I
Wow.
don't know.
Really?
Maybe frame
Wow.
gens it's bad because people really hate frame gen. I mean, oh no, it's Alex is really against it, like 100%.
Yeah. But at the end of the day,
But
though,
whatever. It is what it
but
is.
either way,
It is what
though,
it is.
look, you cannot say it doesn't run better on PS5 Pro is the best place to play when you got a machine that it literally jumps up to 300 FPS. And oh my god, that's why this is why your credit goes down because at the end of the day, if you cannot be true out there, then what are we doing though? Oh man, PMS Jordan. Good morning to you. How you doing? What's up? How you doing? What's cooking?
No, why so serious says he can notice the fake frames. Well, I get. Well, you're more. If you're a PC player, you're more.
Mhm.
Like you see that more. You understand what you're seeing. I'm not a PC gamer. I don't.
Mhm.
I'm seeing it. And I'm like, this looks like amazing to me. But again, I guess I have to get used to it because hey, my future is PC. I guess because
Huh? That's how it is. That's how it is. I don't know what says against anything AI until it comes to creating his thumbnails, says you pay. Okay.
hilarious. I don't even know if it's the. You know what? I'm not gonna get into that.
Mhm. But
It's
look,
everybody has his own business. So
everybody, yeah, exactly. Everybody has their own thing, But at the end of the day, though, I can't believe, they were on there saying this is the best place to play. When, to be honest, I keep saying it, though. On this channel, I said it 100 times. If you want the top quality when it comes down to gaming, if you want anything top quality, of course, I'll say 100%. Hey, if you got the money, go for PC, build yourself a beast, and enjoy it. If you just want to stick to console and have fun, buy yourself your console and have fun and not worry about this because at the end of the day, though, this is just details, my friends. We are playing the same game, even though it looks cool, but hey, it's the same damn game. Come on. I mean, what is going to be the difference? That Leon's going to pop off the computer screen and say hello? No, it's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, though, we're playing the same thing, though. We're playing the same thing. But crazy enough, they cheer for PlayStation Pro. Yeah, I guess Sony. Because you remember they were out there. If I could remember correctly, and Joey, tell me if I'm wrong. Because remember when the PS5 Pro rumors surged? I remember they came by. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be RDNA 3.0 or 4.0." Remember that? I think they said something like that, didn't they? And then when they got the PS5, they're like, "It's not this." I mean, they were literally like with their eyes open, like, "Oh shit, we fucked
yeah,
up."
apparently it was gonna be something like that. Like it was gonna be
Yeah.
like a combination of a lot of things. And what is his name? Cerny.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Mark
Mark
Cerny.
Cerny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Cerny just came out like, yeah, it's still RDNA too, but he called it something else. He called it RDNA two
Custom,
point
custom,
X. No, not
custom
even
something.
custom. He used a letter or letter something. No, he didn't use. No, it is custom, but he called it like RDNA point X or Y or something like that.
Pat
and and and
tracing.
and and, and all we know what it does is like, dude, it has a 10% increase on the GPU and on a little bit increase,
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm,
the bottleneck is still there. And that's why. But again, it's still more powerful than the Series X. So of course it should be a better port than anybody else's, right?
mm-hmm,
It
mm-hmm.
should be.
It
It
should
better
be.
be. If you
It
it's
better be. I
then
mean, for the for,
you got the world's most powerful console. Like you better. But
I
at the
mean,
same time, it's like,
spending
dude,
that
there's
cash. So
PC is. But at the same time, you got PC out there. You can't tell people like, "Oh, this is the best version out there." Like, boo, there's
exactly.
PC out there.
There's
What are you
PC.
talking about?
That's what I mean. That's it's a lie though. And they use, and you know why they do it though, Joey? I'll tell you why they do it because it's ammo for these ponies. They need it.
Well, I stopped listening to Digital Foundry like definitively like a long
Yeah,
time
I did
ago
too. I did
because I
too.
always said the same thing. In order for me to see these differences, I have to look at everything with a fucking
Mm-hmm.
clinical eye and with a fucking
This,
fucking what do you call that thing? You know,
uh,
like ten
yeah,
percent. You gotta see
you
that
gotta
thing with a fucking
you
thing.
gotta wear the thick ass glasses. I call these the PS5
Yeah, yeah.
Pro thick ass glasses. To
You
go
gotta
in
use
and
a
zoom
lupa.
in.
I forgot to
Yeah,
say
you gotta
lupa
use them
in
thick
English.
ass glasses, and then go in, and take a look at it. Like, oh, I see it. I call this my PS5 Pro thick ass glasses right
And
here.
at the end of the day, it's like saying, "Hey, the other thing that it bothers me, like, oh,
Yeah,
it's the PS5 version. All the main development is the PS5 version. Like, what's the difference between the PS5 version and PC version? It's the same game. It's just
it's the
you're
same
changing code
game.
to another machine.
Exactly.
Nothing really changes. You're not getting exclusive levels. You're not changing the ending. Like it's
No, you're not changing the story because they act
it's
like
like cool.
they act like we were in the Sega Super Nintendo time. Remember that time when you had Jurassic Park game on Super Nintendo
When
was
there were
totally
two
different,
different versions.
two different versions, and one was cooler than the other. That's how it was back in the day. Nowadays, everybody does a Battlefield. It's the same Battlefield here, Battlefield there, Battlefield everywhere. You do a Call of Duty, same Battlefield here, Battlefield there, I mean, Call of Duty everywhere. You do PUBG, same PUBG here, PUBG there, PUBG everywhere. It's the same game. I mean, come on. You cannot make this shit up. Seriously. It's like they're
Yeah,
thinking, like,
yeah, maybe one runs a little bit better than the other, but fundamentally, it's the same game.
it's the same game. I mean, look, like, we got some frame drops here. It's just frame drops. What's so? I mean, it's not gonna like if it drops down to zero, then we have a problem. We know it's a dev problem, not the console problem, because that's the thing, though. But they
Well,
make it seem
it-
they spin it like if it's a console problem, Joey. They spin it like if it's a console problem, which is not. It's a
it-
dev problem.
it's a time, and why am I forgetting how to speak English right now? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I'm forgetting the words.
You're forgetting the words. You can hardly tell the difference between the XSS and XXSX version unless you freeze frame and zoom in 400%. There you go. Most people don't see the difference, only a few people. What happens, a lot of people subsequently perceives the difference. I mean, look, I'll tell you this much. If I play the game and I'm enjoying it, I don't notice that stuff.
Am I getting a stroke right now, guys? I don't know. I guess I'm forgetting how to speak English. I'm like, how do you say that word again? Like lupa. I forgot how to say lupa in English.
Lupa. Lupa is, I forgot it too. Uh-oh. Magnifying glass. Magnifying glass.
Yeah, I
That's the
forgot
word.
about my shit.
Magnifying glass.
I'm forgetting a lot of words right now. Like, what the fuck? Anyway,
You're thinking about.
see what happens when I think too much about the PlayStation 5. It makes me stupid. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta start wearing blue shirts. Also, this is not good for my health.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. We're in a band today, though. We're in a band. I'm wearing blue. You're wearing blue. We're in a band today. Why are we wearing blue though? We woke up wearing blue. Well, that's weird though.
I didn't even think about it until I saw it.
Yeah, same here though. I didn't think about that too.
I know my mind is in right now. My mind is in two different places right now. I'm thinking of other stuff right now.
Yeah, you're thinking about payments. You're thinking about school. You're thinking about
no.
traffic.
There's a bunch of shit I gotta. There's a bunch of shit I gotta do today, and
Mhm,
I suppose I should be leaving like really soon. So,
And I got you. I got you. No worries. No worries. Hey Lou, do you have Discord? I'll join you in the future. It's right there. It's in the description down below. It's an invite open for everyone. It's the money coming out of your pocket, says C4 Skills. Exactly, man. That's the thing though, when you see that money go out of your pockets for stuff, you're still like, oh man, I gotta pay this.
no, money is not coming into my pocket. Money is
It's
leaving.
gonna go leaving the pockets though. That's what I'm saying. Coming out of your pockets. That's what it is though. When you gotta say you gotta pay stuff, you're like,
But that's not the problem. I gotta do a lot of like errands today, right?
yeah, I know you guys got school on Monday, so you got a lot of stuff to do. I know, bro. I know how it is, man. I know how it is when you got the errands. I got some errands to do too later on, you know. I don't know if I should go through or not.
Also, another thing that I have to do today, which I think I already spoke to the guy last night. I'm expecting that in Dominican is the same thing, but
Yeah.
we don't have like in the States school buses that come from the actual school. You have to pay people that actually takes our kids to school, right? It's called colegiales over here. I don't know how it's called. And
Yep. No, I just said,
I
hey,
don't
my
know how
cousin.
it's called.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
well, anyway, we got to pay for our transportation. Yes, I have a car. My wife has a car. But at the same time, we're like, no, I'll pay for the colegial for those. They bring them back and back.
Yep, we have that here
I
too.
already spoke to,
We don't have
yeah, I
buses.
already spoke to the guy last night. But everything is because the guy that the regular guy that we usually had like driving for us, unfortunately passed away
Oh
in December. I
no!
didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh
He
shit!
passed away in December. I don't know what was the causes. That's why I'm like, why I can't find this guy. And I like 2 days ago, somebody told me no, he passed away. So now I have to find another driver, another bus. I gotta negotiate the price, like because
Yep.
there's no fixed. Even though they give us a price, I'm like, dude, there's three motherfuckers. I'm paying for three. Give me a better price and things like that. But anyway, I got a lot of shit in my mind right now. And video games is not one of them. Resident Evil, unfortunately, is not one of them right now.
And it's not one of them, though. It's not one of them. That's how it is, Joey. That's how it is. That's
I
how it
don't
is, my
even.
friend.
Why so serious? I don't even think I have ever seen a wagon. Well, I seen a wagon in the States, but not here.
Mhm. Yep. Not here. That's how it is. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, Joey. But like I was saying, no. Okay, we were stuck on Digital Foundry. We talk about Resident Evil 9. We're ready. We're pumped. We're set to go with that game. We talked to like,
I'm not ready. I'm
no, you're
not
not
ready.
ready. I'm ready. I know I'm ready. Joey, I've been playing that TCG card game. I finally sold a $6,000 card. I was super happy.
Did you figure out how to take out the fucking cards out of the box and put it on the shelf?
Yeah, it's easy. Just pick it up and go to the shelf, and you press the Y that
I
goes up the
tried to
box
do
per
it and then
se.
nothing was happening.
Oh, that's weird because my store's getting bigger. I already opened up like enough space on the store. I already finally hired an employee and said, "You take." I mean, I've
And
been grinding for 3 days, and I said, "You gotta take you take the what's it called? The I forgot the name of it. But yeah, you take that part, because I'm getting tired of running the numbers in there and paying the people, you take that part and I'll handle all the rest of the store. Because one of the fun things is I like to spray the clients like, oh, you stink? It's so much fun doing that. But
I
yeah.
mean, if you look at WBG last week, during the "Do You Give a Shit" segment, I was actually playing with my Xbox and I was playing TCE games on the stream live, and you can see me struggle. Like, what the fuck? You can see on the screen me struggling just to pick up the boxes because it wasn't responding. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. And then I tried again later, and it wasn't responding again. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And I'm looking at the buttons, and it tells me open the boxes. This button is Y, whatever. Pick up the boxes like LB or some shit, and it wasn't responding. So I'm like, oh fuck this.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a me problem. Everything is a me problem right now today. Jesus Christ. Hey Louis, cheer me up,
What's up?
Louis. Cheer me up. Tell me some good news. Tell me some good news. What's going on up there?
Tell us some good news. Well, the good news is, Ed Fries believes in the new CEO. So that's some good news
Who?
because, that's cool. Yeah, some good news. He
Ed,
believes in
who?
that
Wait,
relationship.
wait.
Ed Fries. Ed Fries.
Ed Freeze?
Ed Fries. Did I say fries? Sorry. Oh, shit. I say
Yeah.
fries? Ed Fries. Yeah, Ed Fries. Yeah. I don't know why I have fries in my head. I was thinking about fries earlier. That's why. Ed Fries.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you're making me hungry. Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, I mean, I got to say, though, right? It's pretty good. It's pretty cool stuff that he went out there, talked about. He believes that this could work. He believes that this, can get better and stuff like that. I'm happy he came out, and acknowledged
You know what's
that.
crazy? He's
What?
also one of the founders of the original Xbox. Of course,
Yeah, he is.
he's not part of the big 4 or 5 that actually made the idea, but he
Mm-hmm.
was there during the process to
Mm-hmm.
bring the existence of the original Xbox. And it's interesting that Seamus Blackley actually came out and say, "I think this is a terrible. This is Xbox is going to sunset." And then you got this guy saying, "Hey, I think this is actually good." I see, he's he's positive about it, but not
Yeah.
one single article about, "Hey, the guy thinks it's good." No, we're running
No.
with Seamus
No.
Blackley. Like, come on.
Exactly. That's the thing, though. And then they remember when we talked about Xbox tax, they were telling us it does not exist.
Uh,
Oh, they told us that so many times, my friend. They told us that so many times that it just does not exist. Remember that? They told us that. They told us that it just does not exist. They said, "Oh no, it doesn't exist." Oh, like come on. We were out there saying there is one. They're like, no. Like what? Why can't you guys see it? Just sit there, read the article, see what they're saying, and check it out. Because it's like what you said. Look, I found this piece right here, and guys, it's right in the description below if you guys want to read the intro because it's a long intro, right? It's really long. So right here, hold on, let me go get it. Okay, let me see. Where is it? Did I leave the chat by accident? I guess I did. Whoops. Hold on, chat. 1 second.
Louis,
I'm all over the place. Yeah, here we go.
Louis,
Yeah, what's
I
up?
have to abandon you. I gotta
You got
abandon
to
you, man.
abandon me? All right, go for it, buddy. Have a good one.
I got stuff to do for real.
No
Anyway.
worries. Go
I
for it.
got
Go for it. Go
I
for it.
gotta go. I gotta
Would
go.
you? You gotta go. All right, buddy. We'll talk later on the phone. All All right. Have a good one,
By
Joey.
the
Thanks.
way, I don't think I'm gonna be here tomorrow either.
Okay, okay. No problem, no problem.
So we'll
I'll
see
be here
me on
tomorrow.
Monday. Sorry guys, I really can't stay. It's gonna be a crazy week. And yes, I own Resident Evil 9. Am I gonna play it? I fucking doubt it.
I hope
I
you do, man.
fucking
I hope
doubt
you do because
it. And
you're
it's
a big
sad
Resident
because
Evil fan.
I've always tried to play all the Resident Evils. Look, I tried to play the Resident Evil games and beat it in one sitting. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this week. I don't even know when I'm gonna start playing that game, which fucking sucks, man. But anyway,
Mm.
life is first. So anyway, guys, take care. See you guys on Monday morning. You can find me at Louis' channel and on
Yeah.
Louis' Twitter. Follow him, subscribe to him, hit the like button.
Thanks, man.
I
Thanks,
think
man.
today is what day is it today? Friday?
Today
No,
is
today's Thursday.
Thursday. Today is Thursday. Yes, my friend. Today's
So
Thursday.
today is One Man Dark Man podcast with Dirk Griggity. You know,
Hmm. Go over
support the
there.
dip. No,
So
go ahead and have fun
support
with Dirk.
dirt. Support dirt. Have fun with
Support
him.
Dirt. Ray also is a good lad. It's a small lad, but he's a good lad. And of course, TTS with Sean and Dirt later. So yeah, man, have a good time. Have a good time. What the fuck? I can't speak. Have a good day, and everybody take care, bro.
All right, Joey. Have a good one, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So let's move it up here, chat. So this is the interview with ex-Microsoft Games leader, not worried, new CEO, has no games experience at Fry's exclusive interview. Wow, he's not worried, chat. Oh, so I guess because like I remember what I said about the Sheamus thing. I think it was yesterday. I said something about it. Going back to this, right? It's kind of weird since this interview did not go the way they thought it was going to go. Because if it did go the way they thought it was going to go, chat, this would have been all over the place. You know how it is, though. It would have been all over the place. Why would have been all over the place? Because if he said something wrong, if he would have said something wrong, it would have been all over the news and everything. Because same thing with Sheamus. So even Sheamus came out and said, "No, I did not say it was dead. When did I say it was dead?" And that was pretty like intense. After that, that he had to come out and said, I had a bunch of messages from the background, and this is what I got though. And it was like, oh shit. So let's get this. Nub nub. So real quick, let me read what the chat has to say. You baited did Sarah Bond wrong. Here's the thing, though, right? I don't know if they did or not. The thing is, you know what really sucks for them, Mike Johnson, because they've been out here saying a whole bunch of things, about Sarah. They were out there saying things, and remember one thing, Mike Johnson. This comes from like from employees, like some employees in there. And listen, when you're at work, right? And let's say you own a business or you work around business, sometimes you may think you like someone, but at the end of the day, they may just not like you. That's how it is. I mean, it happens all the freaking time. Now, the thing is, like pinpointed it to her. I'm like, this is kind of weird because I know that if someone does something, like for example, look at Blue Point. Like they're making it sound like Blue Point was the one who got his butt kicked out of the way, right? Because the whole God of War live service thing. But who greenlit it? That's the part that they don't mention. They focus on, they pitched the idea, and because they pitched the idea, they messed up and now they're gone. That's what it sounds like out there these past couple of days. And now they come back and say, well, they also pitched Bloodborne remake, they also pitched this, they also pitched that, and Sony said no. Again, who greenlit the project? It was Sony. And as I said it before, and I'll say this again, my chat, with all the love in the world, right? With all the love in the world, the problem with Blue Point was not Blue Point. It was that the PlayStation fans did not buy the game. Because if that game was at 10 million copies, 12 million copies, they would not have been knocking at his door. They would have said, work on another thing, do your magic, get this remake on there because this is what the fans want. And that did not happen. So let me jump into the Fry's interview, right? And remember, when Phil Spencer was saying his farewell speech, he came out introducing Asha to everyone and everything, doing the right thing as a CEO should do. It was pretty nice of him by doing that, though. Seeing that was pretty cool. But at the end of the day, they were like, "Where is Sarah?" And one employee came by and said she was there. Oh, I mean, after that chat, it's gone out the way. So real quick, let me read this interview. Ex-Microsoft games leader, not worried, new Xbox CEO, has no games experience, emphasizes inclusive interview. So he was asked a bunch of questions, right? About how is it going, how is everything, what does he see though? And he was pretty much really polite, and giving straight, straightforward answers, and being as honest as he could be, like, having Matt Booty work with them together with Asha is a pretty good thing because that's how he used to work back in the day. He mentions like how he used to work and that some people probably did not know, but either way though, the team made everything absolutely fine. This was back in the OG Xbox days when this happened. So if you guys want me to read it into it, go for it. But here's an edited script of our interview. It says here, game speed, this is what our generation, 5 of Xbox leaders, something like that. I don't know if you read or seen some reaction that people are having if you have one yourself. I haven't seen a lot. I maybe can guess what some of the reactions are. I think I'm generally pretty upbeat about it. First of all, the relationship between Matt Booty and Asha, it reminds me a bit that the relationship between Robbie Batch and me, or Robbie Back, or if I'm saying it right, Robbie Batch or Robbie Back, sorry, and me. I'm mostly looking down, trying to build the content, build the games that Robbie was managing. And Bill and Steve sales and marketing, stuff like that. For the most part, that worked pretty well. I see it as getting back to that kind of structure, which I think could be good. What was the thing, Chad, we've been always complaining about when it comes down to Xbox that needs to get better? Marketing. Right there, my friends. And it's actually a pretty good thing that he mentioned this, because like I said, a lot of people out there are worried that Xbox might crash, that Xbox might burn, or it's the end of Xbox, because that's what these grifters go out there and say. They go pinpoint stuff like that, trying to shove things, that scare you off. And I keep on saying, don't be scared, my friends. Things are here for the better, though. Sarah is the reason why I'm still with T-Mobile. Then stay on T-Mobile then, my friend. If you like the service, stay there, though. Marketing, there you go. See? All right, so let's keep reading. Matt is really good at what he does. Comes from the games business, super focused on games, been there a long time. Actually doesn't seem to have any real game experience, but that was true when I worked for Robbie, too. Robbie didn't come with any game experience. As long as each person respects what the other person is good at, that can work fine. There's a lot of work to do at Microsoft to just deal with the company, keep the company out of your way, and fits what you're doing at Xbox into the bigger company structure. I'm not worried that Asha doesn't have game experience. I think this is going to be okay. Maybe that's a concern people have had. I heard a little about her. She was described to me as bright and capable. Oh, wow. I heard an anecdote about her that when she was an intern working for someone a while ago, people at the company all decided they were going to work for her someday. She was that good. They were all laughing about how that's now coming true. That still seemed like a good sign to me. Again, I have no personal experience with her at all, but some of the veterans have a good opinion of her. Then I'm just sharing a couple of anecdotes. I can't tell you where they come from, but that's what I heard. The things that I have heard about her are positive. We talked about Matt already. He's been at Xbox for more than 15 years. Before that, he was at Midway for a long time. I first met Matt at the Pinball and Arcade Show. I think that's the first time I met him. He came up to me years ago. This is a show that happens here in Seattle area every year. People who are into old arcades and pinball machines go. He came up to me, he knew who I was, and I wanted to say hi. I have shared passion for the kind of stuff. He's always been, in my opinion, a good guy focused on games. I was thinking about all different people who came from the outside of the gaming industry. Besides Robbie, there was John Risetilo. I don't know if I said that right. Reggie was another, Peter Moore, Eric Hirschberg. It was uncommon to have that kind of executive move. Phrase says, sorry. I don't know why I have Fries though. Phrase, sorry. That's a list of people and some pretty good people. I have different opinions about all those people you mentioned, but we don't need to get into that. thinking about the history of Xbox, do you know my go-to story about Phil for the last whatever years? The story I've told most about him. When I was quitting Microsoft, I had about 1,020 people who worked for me. One of them came into my office that day. The day I was leaving, it was Phil. He said, "Should I quit too?" I said, "No, you don't need to quit, Phil. I appreciate the loyalty. I think you should say that's always stuck with me." Did he say why he felt that way? You could ask him that question. I took it as he was expressing loyalty to me. He knew I was upset about some of what was going on. There's that. You should spreadsheet go guy yourself at first, but always seem to have had the gaming habits. I was more than that. I started. All right, let's keep reading this. Okay, where's the chat at though? Why is this? Hold on, chat 1 second. Sorry about that. eBay, I agree. Why we can't do it himself? Let's see though. Danny Rumor says, "What happened if Asha and Satya shut down the Xbox company as the co-founder? Tell your reaction after. What will your reaction be after that? What will my reaction be after that? Well, I'll tell you what my reaction is, Danny Rubin. You know what my reaction is? I will say, oh, okay, that's it. Time to move." Because you guys are acting like this has never happened in the history of gaming, though. I mean, I remember when Sega shut down. What did I do? I kept playing games. That's what I did. Now, would I cry? Would I go on the stun? Would I go crazy about it? I'll probably be mad, yeah, and say a couple things that I gotta say though, because I'll be like, "What the hell? You know, why this?" All of a sudden, a boom, like shit. But at the end of the day, I'm moving on because this is a hobby and I enjoy it. And no matter what happens, I'm gonna still play my games, man. If you think I'm gonna go be out there like crying, going insane about it, no. I mean, why? Things happen. That's how life is. Like I remember, I'll give you an example. When I sit here and I think like past experiences, like for example, this is out of the blue. Like I remember I was talking to my father yesterday. We were having a conversation about how we went to a place and had these shrimp, right? Or the best experience I had was going to Cammy's to Miami. That place is gone. Or going to Toys R Us. That place is gone. Same thing with Toys R Us. Toys R Us faded away. It sucks, and now it's coming back. You know, things happen. But at the end of the day, I would not like to see that happen, of course. It would suck. But look, one thing is that I'm not scared of is my library, I think, will stay safe. I have a feeling it will, because no matter what, if the console goes away, I know that library will be safe. I know that for a fact because they've expanded for you to use the library wherever you're at. Something that the rest of these other companies haven't done yet, which I don't know when they're going to do it. That's how it is, though. People will be surprised at how often someone in charge who doesn't have experience with the product and they're in charge of. Yeah, it's impressive though. That's how it is though. So let's keep going. So where was I? Sorry, chat. Where was I? Because I was responding to that. Did I read this part when I was quitting my? Okay, ready. Okay, that's that. He knows that's that. Okay. You were a spreadsheet guy yourself at first, but you seem to have gaming habits. I would say I was more than that. I started writing games when I was a kid in high school. Published 3 games for the Atari 800. And you guys mentioned Atari, though. I was very much a gamer on the side when I was doing Excel and Word. I was excited to get a chance to get back into games when I moved over the games group. That's right. I have forgotten about the early games. I talked to Seamus Bagley, Xbox co-creator, on Friday, as well, and wrote a story. He's a little more hardcore about how you have to be authentic and passionate about games to run a game business. He thinks if she's not passionate, she acknowledge that and not take this job. The hardcore position. That's a hardcore position. I think there's plenty of work to go around. Like I said at the beginning, as long as they respect each other's work, it can work. And I think you can also see some of the risk from history of Xbox as well. I agree that there are some risk. When I look back at the times after I left there was a lot of cancellation of projects that I don't agree with. Kind of a spreadsheet mentality, almost accounting mentally of how to look at games rather than realizing they were trying to create future hit franchises, and that means taking bets. If you look at the 360 and Xbox One, going into those eras, there was a real push to go beyond games. Even on the original Xbox, music is more important, movies are more important, sports are more important. You remember they brought up that some big athletes at Xbox conferences, stuff like that. That was always felt like people didn't think games were as important. Certainly not as important as I did, even up to the Don Matrick time was true. After Xbox launched poorly, take this off, right? So after Xbox launched really poorly, it was great to everyone that there was a problem there. John and Robbie leaving, Phil stepping in. Really, that was Phil. Should be remembered for us. Is all for. Let me see. What Phil should be remembered for is rejecting all of that and bringing it back to being about games, all about games. Exactly. He seems to resist some things like the craze of the day going around into VR. Phil didn't partake into that. He was conservative about that. He was conservative that doing a handheld probably as well. He had bought other innovations. He bought the innovation of Game Pass. First party was in pretty bad shape when he took over. He did a lot to rebuild it, acquiring Mojang, acquiring Bethesda, acquiring Activision Blizzard, spinning out Bungie too. Bungie was gone after before he took over. That was really Bungie left, basically because of the fight they had with Shane Kim after I left. It took them a while to leave, but they made a deal to leave pretty quickly after I left. Is that what you meant? So yeah, Chad, I'm reading through this interview. I know it's a bit long, but it's an interesting interview to see though. Any gamer, let me see though what Chad's saying here, real quick, so I can continue reading. Seth Monster says nobody has an idea what is happening or is happening. It's all just babbling. The thing is, I'll tell you what's happening though at this very moment. Right now, we just had a change of CEO. That's it. If you look at it like if you're looking for the butts of the change, you will not find it right now. Because the thing is, when you change CEOs and all the stuff that's happening right at this very moment, in order to change the structure, it's going to take time. Now, if she just jumped in, like I said, if she jumps in on Monday, and let's say tomorrow's Friday, and all of a sudden we hear that there was some structural changes, some studio shutdowns. Oh, we're going to cut this division, move this over here. We're going to do this and do that. Then you see there's a problem. But again, it takes time to restructure stuff and takes time to analyze, as she said, right? It's the plan until it's the plan. It's the plan of the plan until it's not the plan. Basically, what she's meaning is this plan still sticks. We're still going with it until that's not the plan, meaning that there are going to be some changes. Or they'd rather stick to the same plan. It's changes that's going to happen. Always does. I mean, look, if you take a prime example, look what happened over there on PlayStation. Sean Layden left in 2019 under Phil's era, because I always say this. Sean Layden left in 2019. This man stayed behind, Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan took over, and look what happened to everything. They decided to do 12 live service games, which I said loud and clear is insane. But if the fans would have gone together, because this is the problem with PlayStation, you all don't scream. You need to scream out and say, this is bad, and go out there and say it. But the thing is, you guys are so confident on protecting PlayStation that you don't talk about it. Just not to give the Xbox guys some ammo, which you guys should have done it. And I always say this, and I said this once, and I'll be loud and clear again about it. You better start looking at your own backyard, my friends, because if you don't, under your noses, it's happening. You better agree. He can't do it by himself. Let me see, though. Astronaut hasn't had anything to do with business in years. He even rolled back in his comments, but the stupid media, bros, idiot network just references each other as sorts of spew. 100% Seth Monsters. That's the problem we're having out there. Look, Blue Point shut down. And after Blue Point shut down, they got the Xbox trend going because, of course, it's a big trend because they changed the CEO and they stuck with it instead of sticking of what is happening. And not only that, a day before Blue Point shuts down, Sony tells everybody, hey, listen, we're going to increase the software and the network services in order to keep the console prices down. That's your problem. This is not a user problem. Go ahead and fix it. Why do you guys need us? Because we do enough over here, and you're going to charge us even more just to do this? For me, that's an asshole move. I'm sorry. No matter what, that's an asshole move. But you know how it is. They kept quiet about it until Blue Point shut down. When people shut down other questioning everything because of the damn studio. Sadia would get someone in charge who has a track record of shutting projects, not someone who has a track record of driving user engagement. Exactly. PS fans, one Xbox said. That's right, Daniel. For the last few days, you are the only fan base asking the questions over and over. All this stuff out of control. We don't know what the future holds. Exactly. Louis, these gaming companies taking us gamers for granted, they're going to learn a very hard lesson. Oh, Mike Johnson, as long as you guys cheer for what PlayStation does, they're never going to learn. Gotta do it. Change does happen, but here's the thing though, Mike Johnson, the whole Sarah scapegoat thing, I'm kind of like, what the fuck happened here? I don't get it. I still don't understand it. Because that was weird. It was really weird. And we were going to find out the truth if she was really or not down the road. But the thing is, media feeds it to you. Like, that was the problem. Because remember, if you were here yesterday, I said something, right? I said something loud and clear. When Sean Layden was grabbed out of the office and taken out, like he was like a criminal, I don't know what the heck it was, that he was taken out of the company because, that's what happened, right? He was taken out of the company. And this was David Jaffe when he said this. And before that, it was also said too, but David Jaffe went on the air and was talking about it. I did not see the media trends going in there trying to look for the information to talk about it. Because you know what's so funny? In that narrative, though, that he said that, he even said that this lady who used to work on PlayStation was fired. The one that's in charge of marketing was fired. And again, we did not see that spin around. All of a sudden, we see that same lady who was fired now works for EA. So that right there, we found out the truth. What happened with that lady? So his, we all know how David Jaffe is, right? Cool. So what he goes out there and says, is it 100% true? I mean, he said about the lady leaving, not leaving, being fired. So I believe it is, but I did not see the social media trends going out there. Now, as Layden spoke on it, I don't know. But the thing about Sean Layden is, for me, he's desperately looking to come back to Sony. For me, I see it. I don't know why I had that feeling, but he's looking to come back to it. Don't know why. But I don't know, because if I was taken out that way, I wouldn't be out there spewing good stuff about PlayStation. I was taken out that way. But that's what David Jaffe says. So again, comes to that. How is this a little bit different, though? Because, see, Fresh, why does it always deflect, my friend? Because at the end of the day, though, Mina's not being honest about things. They're not, my friend. They're not. They're doing this because, look, see, Fresh, and I want to let's leave the fanboy out real quick. This is a change. It's simple. This is a change of CEO. And I'm not trying to bash PlayStation when I'm about to say this. PlayStation under Phil Spencer's tenure changed pretty much 4 to 5 CEOs because Phil Spencer has been there since 2014. So if you look back to it, it was this guy that came. Okay, started off with this guy. He left. Then came Sean Layden, and after Sean Layden came what's his name? Jim Ryan. After Jim Ryan, it was Herman Host and this other person. And now it's Nishino, right? Am I right? It's Nishino now. And I got an honest question, though. Has things changed? Things are going right, though. So it's just a change of CEO. The thing is, they had to have the drama, the soap opera, because it's an Xbox change, though. That's the problem. But let's keep going, because I got a lot of things to read here before I start ending out. So let's see, though. It seems like the mission. Okay, where was I? Okay, I saw a quote from Dan McGowan saying that it was involved in negotiating the exit of Bungie from Microsoft. He said Phil was supportive of that the whole way, and in hindsight, he thought it turned out to be a good move for Microsoft, even though most people at the time were saying that they should keep Bungie. I think it was a bad move. I disagree. He may have been involved in how that deal worked. They had to do 3 versions of Halo, I remember correctly, before they could be free. Wow. So let's keep going. It does seem like the mission of the day is to have Xbox team move into the era of AI. That's that seems to be the biggest statement in naming Asha is the CEO. Do you have an opinion on that? Or how could that turn out? Or what's the best way to do that? And this is what I love. It. This is one of my favorite response. And I love that he came in and said it. He said, has Asha said that? Exactly. So this, look, this man sat down. This man sat down. This man sat down and literally shut him down with what the narrative was because she has not said anything. That's something that I was like, wow, that was a good. She did say that we're going to focus on great games and we're not going to do AI slop. It was almost like she was heading off the criticism that people had. If you look at Asha's, I've looked at her LinkedIn, sorry, but she's worked on a lot of different things. The AI has been a pretty recent thing. I didn't take that state as a statement about AI myself. I know some people took it that way. I will wait to see what Asha has to say about AI. It sounds like she said something already about AI slop. I mean, the fact is, no one in the gaming business. So chat right here is really important because it's something that he said that is the truth though. I mean, the fact is, no one in the game business can ignore AI. We cannot ignore it though. But also, nobody knows if this is true of every technology, but more so with AI. It's more amplified. We know that we're going to incorporate this technology. From a game design point of view, it could have benefits. From a game development point of view, it certainly has benefits. From the art development point of view, more controversially, it has benefits. It's just a question how far we go and how fast. I think they would be thinking about AI, whether Asha had an AI background or not. I would get hung up on that. Wow. Y'all need to chill. Y'all, I don't know what y'all are finding in there, but okay. Y'all need to chill. I'm reading stuff here. If not, pew 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 pew. Farku's got the sniper. I do wonder about the move toward appointing a young person into the role like this instead of a veteran. That's happened with Andrew Wilson and Peter Moore at EA. Possibly the way board might think of something like this. If Peter Moore, they may have passed him over because they thought they were going to get more of the same strategy of him as John I keep saying that name wrong. Riciladio, sorry. They wanted a more drastic change and went to a newer generation, somebody who was going to last the decades in this job. If you want that, you go to someone like Andrew Wilson. It feels similar in that respect. They didn't choose to go. My chances everything under control. Chat, I don't know why you guys keep on saying that someone's mad and someone is not. Stop with this argument, chat. I'm about to say pew 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 because y'all. I think y'all need to chill out, man. Just relax. Let's read what this man has to say because it's interesting things that he's saying out here, though. It feels similar to that respect. They didn't choose to go veteran and instead chose someone who was of more of an outsider, maybe someone who look at it with fresh eyes and develop a new strategy. I think if they're the right person, there could be some benefits to having some younger in that job. I think it's more about connections between the generations, getting toward Gen Z more, the TikTok culture, and that kind of a thing. Remember what happened with TikTok chat? All right. The TikTok culture and that kind of a thing where entertainment is going, where there could be some benefits you could tie to other things, anime, internet culture, there could be benefits to that. So basically what this man is saying is like, look, we got to take a look at all this stuff that's happening. I'm happily pew pew. Because remember, when Satya Nadella came out and said we're competing against TikTok, and I remember I said the whole thing about what's happening with TikTok, what's happening with Netflix, what happened with all this stuff is, yes, it's competing with all these things. Because look, I'm a TikTok user. I admit to it. I love TikTok. I watch my Judge. I've said it before. I watched Judge Judy. I even watched Saved by the Bell on it. I've watched a lot of things on it. But at the end of the day, though, right, chat. At the end of the day, mm, the thing is, when it comes down to this, right? When it comes down to this, is that how are we going to get the person to come to play these games over here on Xbox? What are we going to do? How are we going to get them to access it? Where's it going to go? That's how it is, chat. That's how it is. And that's why they mentioned the TikTok. Now, people out there were like, that's a stupid thing to compare it to. No, I don't find it stupid because it is true. I mean, take a look, for example, something. What did HBO release yesterday? Knights of the Seven Realms. Let's see. Let me take the time, though. 1 second, chat. Hold on a second. So I was watching Knight of the Seven Realms, and Knight of the Seven Realms is... Why isn't Chrono Trigger updating? That's weird. Oh, crap. I gotta download Chrono Trigger again. But Knights of the Seven Realms, though, it's 30 minutes episode that were 6 times 6. That's 180. So divided by, let's see, 60. That's 3 hours. I put 3 hours into that show in my life. I did. I put 3 hours into it. And that was 3 hours I spent watching HBO instead of taking those 3 hours to play games. That's what it is. So is there some advice you would offer her? Would directions, what they go, there are all kinds of things on the table. Well, will they do a console or not? That's what all the gamers have been wondering. Really? Will there be another console, or do they believe in the idea of Xbox everywhere? Those big decisions are to make, for sure. For me, I generally agree with the path that Phil has been taking. I don't think there's no need to do something radical to start. At least, I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with their own opinions over time. I've been outspoken critical of Game Pass, but mostly I was worried that Game Pass going into something like Spotify, and it doesn't seem like that's happening. It seems like maybe it should be a choice of people who want the 30 million people have chosen that. But there's still a lot of people resisting it as well, but it's not necessarily going to become a Netflix. I was more worried about it affecting the whole business. They really scaled back the size of the Game Pass deals. They have a great team picking the things they're picking. Chris Charlotte and those guys have done an excellent job of curating that, so long as though it doesn't try to become Spotify, where everyone who creates a game, the only way they can sell it through is some kind of subscription service, and they're all fighting over the same dollars. That's the thing that I was worried about there. As far as whether there should be a physical box, I think so. You and I have been around the industry a long time. One thing I've heard over and over again is this or that part of that game industry is going to die. Every time there's something new, PC gaming is going to die. I've heard that for decades now. PC gaming is still strong. Mobile didn't kill PC. It didn't kill the console itself. Mobile might be the biggest part of the game business, but that's because it grew. Everything else is still there. I just built a new computer with my younger son over the summer. It was fun, but it's a lot of work to build a gaming machine. That's for a certain kind of person that wants a certain kind of thing. But a lot of us, just to have a machine that solves all the problems for you, buy it, plug it in your TV, and it works. You have your game controller, you play a game. I don't see going away anytime soon. I think it's going to make sense for Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo to keep making those machines. Sure, we have other party conventions that come along. I think Microsoft making them, people would buy the Steam box. The audience wouldn't go away. A different company would just provide them. Steam seems to be offering a more credible alternative with every passing day. No one bought the Steam box when they first did it. Yikes. Then they did the handheld, and the handheld, I think people didn't buy the original Steam box because they were better alternatives in existing consoles. Oh, but there wasn't really a great handheld solution for PC games that worked well. Matthew Ball dropped 164 slides last week of the game industry in 2026. The Paul was showing the competition in gaming time that he spelled out. He was pointing to AI companions and TikTok and sports betting on prediction markets. All those things are taking more time and more dollars. The addiction side of things is really possible, more popular than the fun of things. Remember the chart I showed you when I spoke in Seattle? I had a chart when I told Matthew Ball chart. from last year where he was predicting that the gaming business was going to decline. I said he's totally misinterpreting the numbers. You should draw a line that cuts through the pandemic and keeps going up. His report shows that I was completely right. We had another great year of growth. He says he grew 5%. We grew 5%. Most people are saying we grew 7.5% last year, but whatever. But exactly the same slope as the line that I drew. Cutting off the pandemic, you're misinterpreting that the pandemic years were weird years and the game business continues to grow. Of course, you got to take the pandemic side of things out because look, pandemic was a time and place where all of us were home gaming, we're home having fun, we're doing a lot of stuff. But once the pandemic went gone, people started to go out, people started looking for jobs, people started to do things. So he's right about that. So let's keep going. He can make those arguments, however, the game business is under attack by those of others use the time, but the numbers don't show it. The numbers show that the game business is almost a 20-year-old slope now, going like this, growing at least 5% year over year. He lists OnlyFans, for example, as a competitor. Sure, there's a lot of competition for people's time. Thank you. Thank you. Loud and clear, something I've been talking about. See, that's why we compete against TikTok. There you go. There you go. Sure, there's lots of competition for people's time, but the game business continues to grow, continues to make great games that we will focus on. We should focus on the medium and the fact that we're continuing to grow around the world, expand around the world. We have a lot of world to expand in. We're expanding in South America. We're expanding in the Middle East. We're starting to expand in Africa. There's huge potential market there in the long term. I just think at least another 20 years of great growth for the same business. So it says here, from there, the circle back to the more advice for Xbox as far as what I should do. Is that the trend you believe in? So I hope we can just finish this interview. Wow, everything he says is interesting, though. One thing to think about, this sounds almost political, and I apologize for that in advance. Good. The other two console makers are from Japan. Electronic Arts just got bought by the Saudis. Xbox has a chance to express American culture through the medium. And of course, Xbox is a lot than just American game developers, but there's something about your culture of origin that I think affects the kinds of media that you produce. I think that's the part of Xbox has been always successful. When we enter the console business, console games mostly look like they were for children, which was true. We basically ported a PC mentality that was greedier and darker to the console business when we created the Xbox. That's part of the Xbox that always represented. More of the points of view from a concept point of view, we pulled, I think, to do some degree, the arcade business tool for more of a PC mentality, which kind of toward a Western mentality. I was just reading the book Super Nintendo, which is an excellent book and really, really, really well written. But it gives absolutely no credit of any the things that we're done on PC before Nintendo did them. Nintendo invented this, Nintendo invented that. No, those were all done on PC before Nintendo did them. Wow. Going back to the AI question, does AI help or does it help these other things more and the addiction side of the business? I love how he, because I love how he's trying to pitch point like what should Asha do, what should she bring in, and I love how he just throws the ideas out there on some things, and not trying to say, Asha, you should be doing this, should be doing that. I love how he's doing that though. Going back to the AI question, does AI help games? Okay, I think the games. Wow, this is a long ass interview. Is it over though? Oh my god, almost over, chat. Sorry about this. So I think of games as I think of books and movies. I think them as least escapism. I can go to another world and be taken to adventure and have fun. At best, they are. I think they're art. They can change the way we feel about ourselves and the world that we think is important. I think you can say that about books. I think you can say that about movies. I think you can say about the games. I don't think you can say that about AI girlfriends. To me, that's two completely different conversations. People spend their time all kinds of things, but in the end, we're producing experiences for people that they can't have any other way. The question is, how much can AI create those stuff for experience for us itself? How much do we need a human being involved in the creative process that is authentic? So that is speaks to us as human beings. That's what people have got out of Expedition 33. I know I did. It was an incredible story to the heart, a story that had family grieving their loss expressed through a video game. That's why it won every Game of the Year award, every Game of the Year award this year. That's the best of our mediums. That's what we should aspire to. Will AI celebrate the ability to more products like that? For sure. And it will take over and completely be able to generate them by itself? I kind of doubt it. Again, it's a tale what it means to be human. All right, almost done, chat. Here it is, the final part. One thing that the gaming was going is of cross-generational appeal. Nintendo's used to be the way that kids first encounter games, but games are still pretty well lodged and with youngest generation. With things like Roblox and smartphones, EA keeps saying that people first encounter sports through games these days rather than actually playing them. That's interesting. I do not know if it's true, but that's interesting. Those habits form the brand. Those habits form young. Branding becomes familiar to them very young. They carry the adulthood. They don't just drop it. You don't start with the addictive things when you're super young. You go across one of them when you're on an adult. Hopefully, that's a way of games getting better themselves. So someone conscious. Well, before anything else competes, that's why I'm not quite pessimistic as some of Matthew Ball's slides. I wasn't last year. I haven't looked through his whole presentation this year, but I haven't looked at it yet because his one of last year honestly made me mad. I think I'm going to be mad about this one too. He does point to five bright spots. Roblox is one of those. I agree. So chat, this was a great interview. Lots of cool stuff to read, lots of cool stuff to see. I love how he was nailing everything on there. When it comes down to Ash, I love how he was, telling everyone, hey, listen, it's a change of CEO, basically. So introduce a change of CEO. Xbox is going the right path, when with this change or so. But in order to find out if it's the right path, right, we're gonna have to see it. That's it. Louis, you can start over, please. I missed the beginning of the minute. I'm going to bed. That's too much, though. But yeah, look, chat. The thing what I'm seeing here is when it comes to all these media outlets, they're looking, and this is what I feel though. CEO change. Okay, what can we find negative about the CEO? She's an AI. All right. Let's go talk to the old guys from back in the day. Let's go talk to all these guys from back there. Let's bring them over here. Let's ramp them up here. Let's talk some things. Okay, hey you, bro, hey, come over here. What do you think about this? Or what do you think about the AI thing? What do you think about that stuff? I love that part. That he was trying to make Ashley, talk about the AI thing, and he said, "Did Ashley say that?" Like seriously, Ashley said something about that. I love how he cuts the ties right there with that question. I love it because at the end of the day, they were looking for him to say, AI will be bad for gaming. AI would affect gaming. Would do this. Would do that. And this man, all he did was sit there and tell you guys what's happening out there when it comes to AI. And he literally says we cannot ignore it. You can't because look, they're trying to pinpoint Microsoft as all AI, but everyone is AI. Right now, these days, you got Microsoft, you got NVIDIA, you got. I can go on down the list about how many companies are heavily investing into AI. It's a big ass list. It's big, chat is big. But again, these guys are what they're looking for is to aim to find how can we talk bad about the box? How can we talk bad that the shift is awful? How can we talk bad about what they can find for this? Because look, Jim Ryan was an awful leader, right? He was an awful leader because you know what he did? He literally changed the whole schematic in PlayStation. He changed it. Don't know why, because that information will never come out. But he changed it though. He decided to make 12 live service games, that get studios over here and do all this, right? But my prediction behind all this is because they see the numbers and they see what games are people playing. That is more live service than a single story player game. So they were like, okay, let's shift this, right? So that's the shift that happened. But at the end of the day, though, PlayStation made cash. And it still is making cash. Love him or hate him, he did what he had to do to keep flowing the cash in the company. He did it. That's the truth, though. So this lady that sits here, did change the CEO, right? Change. She hasn't even started, and everybody's trying to look for the negative to bring up. They're trying to say that Xbox is going to become the Dark Knight, disappear into the night and stuff like that. What I mean by the Dark Knight is, Batman, because it's going to be unset on this. It's going to unset the sun, disappear into the. I'm like, huh? I mean, nothing has happened yet for you guys to be saying this. I mean, if it was like a year later after she took over, and we start seeing like the changes she has done and everything that's happened, then that's how it is, though. Then we can go ahead and say all the stuff we can say, and have a good debate about it. But right now, at this very moment, it's just a change of CEO. That's it. We can't go nuts about it. But, 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 it's just a change of CEO. Hold on, now the idea left my head. Because I was reading the narrows. Now, hold on. Sony going after live service games would have happened, Jim Ryan or not. Probably would. You're right, the narrows, it probably would. Because if you look at all the possibilities, it would. Probably would, though. Because right now, there's some holds, which studio shut it down? TiMi shut it down. Blue Point shut it down. It looks like, Fire Sprite, the guys, or Haven Studio, sorry. It looks like Haven Studio is about to go away. But yeah, the problem is all the Xbox YouTubers are glazing, and she hasn't did exactly. They're saying that the change will be for the better or not. Will this happen? All this stuff, I get it. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we can say all this stuff, but William McKitt, but she has to prove it. She has to show it to us. And until we don't see the proof, right? At the end of the day, though, it's like what I said. With her interview, spot on and everything she said, though. Spot on with everything she said. She said all the right things. Now, and I even said this yesterday. We will 100% support you, lady, because, we're here. I'm going to support you, my friend. Let's go. Now, if you could do something wrong, we will tackle it. Because at the end of the day, if we don't, and we become like who on the other side, that's the problem. That's the problem. We got to speak out when they make their boo-boos. Not with all this hate. Speak out with anger, but with constructive criticism to get them better. Nintendo is slick. They have gas too. Oh, I know Nintendo's slick. Nintendo's quick when it comes down to all this stuff, because Nintendo's like, yeah, let's give them a gas Pokemon game. Let's give them Pokemon Go. If I want your haircut, what did I tell my barber? If you want my haircut, you look at cuteness is not going to get the job done. She got to put in the work. Exactly, Mike Johnson. And with her work, we will see if it's for the better, if it's for the worse. But it's a change of CEO. There's too much. Because look, Willema, check this out what I'm about to say. You ready? 12 years, Phil Spencer was there. For 12 or 13 years, he was there. And during that time, PlayStation has changed 5 CEOs. Has there been drama with the change of CEOs? Has there been crazy stuff happening when this happened? When the Jim Ryan left was, no. But when Xbox did the change of CEO, because here's the funny thing, though, we could have imagined that was going to happen soon, right? Exactly. When my kid says, I don't care how nice she speaks in interviews, she needs to get the work done. That's what we got to say, though. And I have a feeling she will. I'm trying to be positive 100%, but she will. I have a feeling she will, because the thing she has is spot on. She met with Major Nelson. And for me, that's a big, big step right there. And I'm happy to see that, though. I mean, I put a smile on my face that I could see Major Nelson sitting with her, having a conversation in the office, and she is, for what it seems like, and this is something that she's showing, is she's collecting. And that's something that a lot of CEOs don't do. A lot of CEOs go in, they think they know everything, and they're like, yeah, I'm the man, Um, it's just me to throwing. Well, Emma, the only way we know about that, how we will know about that, is if later on during the years go by, she basically comes out and says, well, they used me and it was their wrong. She comes out and she says it though. But as until she does not come out and say it, take it as a grain of salt until it comes out to be true. If it's true, we'll bash it. If it's not true, it was just creating controversy along the way. Um, you're glazing, yeah. You're definitely not part of this. Community reactions and feelings have been mixed, yeah. Because the thing is, what it means is, FarQ, is that he sees all these Xbox videos out there. A lot of people are saying, is it dead or is it not? Or they're putting that maybe factor in there. But again, it was a lot of drama being played, which sucks because I hate when they use the drama. It became a telenovela, as we described it when Joy was here the day before yesterday. We were saying it. Oh, this now become a telenovela drama. It's been a big drama for what? Nothing. What does this drama do at the end of the day? Because chat, you know what's so funny? I called Nuligo yesterday. I said, Nuligo, I'm sad about two things. Like, what are you sad about? What are you sad about? Man, I saw the name content that really depressed. That one really hurt. That one really broke my heart, seeing Nacon leave. Of course, I did not want that to be shut down. But you know what really made me sad, though? I said, where's the bad Xbox news at? It went tweet, 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 tweet. Crickets after that lady came out and did her interview. You know what was the only bad Xbox news out there? You want to know which one it was? It was this guy who came out on a show, kind of funny, and said what he said. How old are you, man? How old are you? And I'm telling you something. I mean, look, we're video game fans. We have some fun, but bro, you're on a professional level. How old are you? Not even me on a professional level. I will be pissed if I see that Jez Corden card. No, you know what I would say? If I was, I would have said, yo, Jez got an interview. And it was a pretty good interview. And I would have said right there, Jez, you should have thrown some sharp curves. You should have thrown some sharp curves. But I get that as she's sitting down right now, trying to collect all the info, she hasn't even started working. I guess those questions were awesome, and I love how you talked about the return of Xbox. I love how you talked about all the other stuff that we were all having mixed feelings about. That's what I would have said instead of being there trashing like I don't go to Windows Central to get my Xbox. How old are you, my friend? Seriously. That's sad. I mean, I saw that and I was like, bro, that's sad. Sad and pathetic. Exactly. Iretito, you congratulate them and hope for your chance if you play your cards right. 100%. That's what you say, Iretito. That's what you say. You say it from the heart. You say it from the heart because there was a lot of questions out there that people were asking, and mainly was the return of Xbox. What did she mean? And that was basically all the questions that was going on this week when she was put as CEO. She threw that stuff out there, the renegade, the stuff, and fun were fun. She put all that stuff out there, and people were. That was the main questions that he should have asked. And I love that he did ask them, so people understand what she meant by that. Now you didn't like that? What can we do? You didn't like that. I mean, you got Walmart, you got what are big stores, that sell tissue paper? Got all these stores that sell tissue paper and go buy. If not, listen, go look at the Charmin website and ask them to send you 5 or 6 containers so you can cry your eyes out that you did not get the interview. Seriously. We get to interview with her, show them how it's done. Look, I wish one day I could get, you know, a big Xbox head in here, and just have a nice conversation. I wish I could do that though. I mean, maybe that day might come true. Maybe that day might not come out. But look, at the end of the day though, we are out here. We are out here, talking what we read, giving our opinions, and showing love for what's going on out there, right? Showing love, or not agree with opinions. But look, I cannot be jealous because Jess got an interview. Why would I be jealous? Or why would I go on a show and destroy Jez for an interview thing? Look, I may not agree with Jez with some of his opinions. You see me read his articles, and I get mad. I'm like, why do you have to bring this up in this article, like the layoffs and all that crap in there? Why do you got to bring this up? This is good news, and you got want to add the layoffs in there? Come on, man, leave that stuff out. You guys have seen me do that. But at the end of the day, if he could have if he sat down with her and had a quick conversation, especially for a person that right now, as what we know of, and I even said it on Monday morning, I'll say this again. As of right now, probably has let out 10 farts in the office or 15. I don't know. I don't know how her tummy works, but at the end of the day, she has now done that. She is still not done. She's right now, like the interview said, we're walking through this, going through this, walking through that. Bro, she is working. And what kind of questions were you going to, what was the tough questions you're going to ask her? I would have loved to see like seriously, what was the tough questions for someone who just got into this office, doesn't have any game, like for example, doesn't have any gaming experience in the past. She's now starting to learn this product, right? What was going to be the tough questions? To make her look stupid? That was your point? Because to be honest, though, the one that's looking stupid right now is you. It's the truth. You're looking stupid out there. I don't know, Mike Johnson. I don't know. I don't know. Mike Johnson, either way, it was wrong. Either way, it was wrong, Mike Johnson. That was wrong. You cannot, no matter what, listen, I may not agree with opinions, and I even said this before. Colt Eastwood, Mag, C Money, boom. Let me keep on going the list. New Legal. Let me go on the list. All of us. Reforge. DC. Dreamcast guy. DCG. Marlin. All these guys out there. They may go ahead and talk. Porter Rock. Does Nip do a show? I don't even know Nip does a show because I wouldn't watch a Nip show. Hell no. Nip, if he writes it and talks like that, I will not watch the show. But all these guys out there, though, all these guys out there, if they do shows and all this stuff, we may not agree with their opinion. But one thing I do is respect them for the work they do when they come and do the shows. That's what I respect them for. Because I do the same thing all the time. Zuri, how you doing? Good morning, Zuri. What's up? How you doing? But you cannot go out there and bash someone because they got an interview. Good, he did, because there was a lot of questions thrown around. They're not bad questions, though. They were good questions. And everything that she asked was spot on. Because that's what she basically said. Basically. And another thing, because she literally answered everything we wanted to know. Because look, we're sitting here on the Xbox, we're playing games, and what was one thing that we were worried about? Or there would be quick changes, where something happened, or this and that. She literally answered that. She said the plan is a plan until it's not the plan. Period. That's it. So one articles are proof someone who was not right. He didn't talk to everyone. He talked to Usata, told him to talk to. Stop. What are you talking about? You know who it? Who is this person who wanted just ask the tough questions? He's the guy from Kind of Funny. His name is what Blessings, I think his name is. I didn't even know who the heck he is. To be honest, though, I'm being serious. I know who Paris is. I know who Danny is. I know who. I don't know who he was though. I'm being honest though. And it came to Spotlight, and now I know his track record. And I'm like, seriously, you have to go out there and disrespect this guy who you don't know how hard he had to go through to get that interview. I don't know who Greg Miller is, but I just because here's the thing though, chat. Look, you all need to understand something. Blessings does a lot of the places coverage. Oh, you see, I keep on learning more. So why? Okay, so now comes the question. You're a PlayStation guy. Why in the blue hell do you want to interview this lady if you're a PlayStation guy? Get out of here. See what I mean? Now, if you want to ticket a console war, I'm going to ticket a console war. I'm going to console war this shit right now for a very moment. I got a question for you, Blessings. Simple and easy. Simple and easy, my chat. This is simple and easy. Where's your Herman Hulst interview after he switched CEOs? Where was your Jim Ryan interview when they switched CEOs? Where was that? Blazings? Was it there, chat? I mean, it could be wrong. It could have been there. Or Blessing, sorry. Was it there? Blessing also the same guy who threw his arm and says, we won when it was announced Forza Horizon 5 was going to PS. Won what? What did he win, though? And I don't know. And here's what's funny, though. And when you have someone on your show like that, yo, I mean, listen. Wow. But again, okay, another one. Where was Homer Holmes' interview after he shut down Bluepoint? I know we have the Phil Spencer Redfall interview, the everything that happened with Redfall, and we know that, right? But where was the interview with this? With Herman Hulst, or the CEOs closing down Bluepoint? Where was all those interviews? Right now, what you should be doing is should be knocking on Bluepoint's door and say, hey, come on the show, let's talk about this. Instead of worrying about the CEO of Xbox, what she's going to do, because she hasn't done shit. Then after a year that she's in there, or 2 years she's in there and got things going, then you ask that question, though. That's what you got to do. But right now, what were you going to picture? Do you have any gaming experience? Do this, do that. Where is the brand going to go? And she's going to, you know what her answer is going to be? I just sat here. And I have to look at everything before I decide where should it go, where is it going to go. And you know what they're going to do after that? They're going to be like, well, she came on stage. She doesn't even know where the brand is going to go. Of course she doesn't even know because she just sat there. Those were the tough, I was thinking about tough questions, Because right now, the only questions we can ask her is the things she has said, the things she has brought to light, because that's all we got to bring up. And, of course, the AI question, which that's it. Nothing else. But as of now, we know what she's doing. What is she doing? Okay, she's right now walking through the studios, taking a look at things, sitting down with people to talk to, like Major Nelson. Really important factor that she's doing that. So again, she's doing everything she's got to do before she goes out there and makes decisions. Because that's what a good CEO does. That's what they do. That's what a good CEO does, especially a CEO that just jumped in here, even though she's been with Phil a couple months, as they say, they talk, blah, 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 all this stuff. But this thing is not a month thing. This thing takes time because you have 30, probably 40,000 employees under your wing you got to check out. So again, What's gonna happen? What was those tough questions you had in your heart that were so mad that you have to go out there and literally throw Jez Corden under the bus? Like, yeah, Jez is nothing. How long until the Raw LAX files stop getting supported, though? Ubay, as I say, don't worry, bro. Just enjoy your games, man. And I don't think it's not going to stop supporting because remember, you got a console on the way and they're thinking about a PC hybrid thing, so they're really going to stick to that. And another thing, Ubay, handhelds are there. Fanboys want a coach that is a cheerleader and that is a beast at games. Oh, they want that? Well, then Taneros, let's do something. BB, you're in here. BB, where are you, BB? Because I'm gonna throw this one, BB. Why don't we do some Taneros? Let's go right now. All of us together and go to Take Two and get Strauss the hell out of Take Two right now. Let's go do that. Let's say, Strauss, you're not a gamer, you're out. Let's do that. Get him out of there. Because seriously, I know. They're using this as a thing because we said, Phil Spencer's a gamer versus Jim Ryan, which was not a gamer, which he did not do this, he did not do that, and blah, 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 blah. Listen, it's like how Phrase said loud and clear. Phil Spencer brought the games to the box. Maybe Phil Spencer wasn't as aggressive as he wanted to be. Cool. But he brought the games to the box. I mean, he's got his game. He's got us having fun on the box. And that's the point. You buy the box to play games. That's the truth, though. But at the end of the day, he probably did not have that fighting spirit as Asha is going to have it, though, which we will then see how that spirit goes. That's probably it. That's it. And Asha, she'd start doing the right things. What do? Oh, here's the product. Here's the product. This is the product. Okay. Grab the controller and start playing games. She started doing that. That was one step. Another thing she started doing was gathering information. She talked to the fans. That's two. Another thing she started doing, she started to listen to the OG guys. Hey, yo, Major, come over here. I want to talk to you. They sat down and talked. Beautiful. And they took a picture and she showed you, hey, I'm here with Major Nelson. She's not afraid to show what she's doing, which is a good thing. Now, like I said, it will take time. Just have to wait and see. But y'all out here mad and throwing poor Jez under the bus. I'm sorry, though. For that one, I'm not giving it to you. Because like I said, even though I don't agree with Jez on a lot of his opinions, and I've said it again, I don't like some things he writes in this article 100 times. Like, come on, man, stop writing this shit. Bring positive, Said it millions of times. But if he does a good thing, we got to give him credit to it. And that was a good thing he did. What's wrong? Why y'all so mad and crying out there? Again, how old are you? You sound like a spoiled brat right there. You did. And I don't know why they keep you there, because if you were on my show, part of it, you did that shit, I would have said, bro, I'm not going to take that. No. How can you? I would have said it on the air. How can you throw that man under the bus? Because it must have been hard for him to get that quick interview in. Because again, at the end, he said, well, we couldn't talk Game Pass. We couldn't talk this is how much I could get. But the important question was what she talked about. There was no tough questions, nothing. It was what she talked about. That was the important question that a lot of us were curious of what she meant by it. The fans, the true fans. You're just mad you didn't get those numbers in. Aww. And the other one, hey, Sinceres, what's up, man? How you doing? And the other one that's out there who wears those $2 cent glasses from over there. I think it's the UK. I don't know where he's from, but I don't care either. Who was out there, man? He did not even get the interview from the business place because remember he used to work for this, and now he created his own thing called the business, whatever it is, and he's trying to be calling things down the middle and everything. You know what I'm talking about, Dringe? I'm talking about you. Yeah, not afraid to say your name. You didn't get it either. You were out there saying shit. I wonder, chat. I got a question though. Are they over their heads though? Are some people in there over their heads that they think they're all that? I'm asking a serious question. They think they're all that. Listen. We eat the same. We eat the same. We shit the same. That's true though. We eat, pee, shit. We sleep. We're human beings. Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're a spoiled dude because you didn't get your into. It's kind of funny. Gotta look at your stat, bro. But hey, that's if you guys want to keep care for that, dude. All I know is after seeing that, it takes me away. It does. I'm just gonna watch what I care for. That's it. But no. But enough ranting about that, che. Sorry about that. I went on a rant. So estoy bien, que espero que tú también, que tengas un buen resto de tu transmisión. Tengo que preparar para moderar por hoy. Te mando un abrazo y un beso. Sigue soniendo. Ah, thank you, Zuri. Thank you. Sorry I read that late. I was in a long rant right here. Because seriously, I was just annoyed with that. It was just sad. That's how it is. Sorry, chat. But hey, BB Money, listen. You gotta get Strauss out. He's not a gamer. The man who's making GTA, the man who's CEO of GTA 6, get him out. And WWE 2K and the NBA's 2K and all this stuff, let's get him out there. Get him out of there. We don't need that guy. But he's pumping in a lot of money, but still, we don't need him there because he don't play games. I love when they look for the butt and they can't find it. They look for the butt, and I love when they look. You know what I love about the media out there, chat? Is when they go for the butt and the butt comes back and bites them. You gotta love that, chat. You got to. You got to. Oh, Thanero said this, baby. Thanero says that fanboys want. Or was it Thanero? I'm missing it now. Where's Taneros? He said something really cool. He said that fanboys want someone with the best gaming experience, that's a beast and everything. And at the end of the day, though, I said, "Well, Taneros fanboys want that. Let's go. Let's go to take two and get Strauss out of there. Let's get him. We need a gamer in there. Let's go." I don't agree either, BB Money. I don't agree. I'm just being sarcastic with the comment he said because it was pretty funny though. It's pretty funny. Nah, we're good. We got a little bit more time. Since the Xbox Rod came out in 2025 and 2025, that's like 2 years apart. If the life and support, I have to say 3 years again, which is my guess. I want to say the Rod is gonna die though. I won't say it's not gonna die. The only way the Rod is gonna die if Xbox decides to make a handheld for themselves and say, okay, we're pulling the plug on you, ROG. We got our own handheld. That's the only way you see the ROG Xbox ROG Ally go. Like I said, the Xbox ROG Ally. But because, they're going to keep on doing the ROG Allies. Why not? Why would they go away from a product that's actually selling so well for them and that has been doing fantastic for them? Because they sold out that machine. They sold out that monster. They don't have it anymore. I mean, they've been trying to get some stuff in there. Because it's been hard for them to make them and to put it in stores because they go away. Oh, wow. Man, this Halloween game is going to be great. Woo! They at least are coming up in stock though. Cause damn, they've been out of stock for months now. Woo! Uh oh. Uh oh. Look at this. They came knocking to Peter Moore. You ready for this, chat? Peter Moore says out there, coming into the industry from the outside, selling soccer shoes many years ago, I learned quickly the credibility is earned by listening. The gaming community is smart, passionate, and protective of what it loves. The first job was to understand the culture before trying to reshape it. I most certainly suffered from imposter syndrome in those first few months. Again, what was he gonna do? What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do with asking the tough questions to Asha? Even Peter Moore came out and just literally said what I just said for like the last sorry chat for like the last 40 minutes of my rant though. Says it here. I most certainly suffered from imposter syndrome in those first few months. Asha brings deep expertise in AI and technology. The opportunity is now that with creative heartbeat of Xbox, spending time with studio leaders, leaning on veterans like Matt Booty, and of course Major Nelson, because we saw that picture, and engaging directly with the teams will matter enormously, and that's what she's doing. AI will play a role in the future of gaming. The key is making sure it serves players and creators, not just efficiency metrics. Leadership transitions are never simple, but with humility and curiosity, they can be powerful inflection points. She said that. First thing she said, humility. That was the first thing on the list. And Peter Moore's out here saying it, so I guess he's a go with Asha too. Like I said, though, that's what we gotta do. We gotta be with the go. And I feel like she's going to do a fantastic job. I think she will. I hope she does. But again, it's me thinking about it. Because, like I say this again, and Chad, I really do mean it with all my heart. If you're doing it the right things, we're going to be cheerful, happy going. We're going to be here excited, wear pom poms, do air splits and all this stuff. Heck, we're going to be doing Van Damme kicks all over the place. I'll be jumping up in there doing those Van Damme kicks and all that shit. I'll be happy if she does everything correct. But if you make a boo boo, though, we will tackle it. Because this time, we're not. I mean, I don't know why the fans are afraid to speak, but me, if I got to say something, I will speak it. They call me an Xbox, whatever they want, but at the end of the day, though, I just want Xbox to be for the better. Because, man, I'm pumped and I'm ready to go, baby. I'm pumped. Yep. Yep. But that's the thing, though. I mean, everybody's looking to try to find a thing, out there just to throw Xbox under the bus, but yeah, they couldn't find it. They only found it once, and the sad part about this, when they found it, they went out there, they did a lot of articles, they did all this stuff, just to get those $20. They needed all this shit, and the next day the guy comes in and says, "Huh? I don't want it to die." Ah, shit. I mean, chat, you cannot make this shit. This is just too funny. So let's see though. Pickles, there's some stuck in Best Buy. All right. How is the Rock Alley gonna die? Is it gonna turn off and not play games anymore? That's the thing though. It's kind of weird how at Walmart the white version of the Series X and have the only white version of the Series X and the Rock. They've only sold 1/10 the amount of Nokia sold of the Engage. There's massive overestimation how well these PC handhelds are doing. No, we're talking about all official support ending for it, like the Legion Go have happened with it. The stocks were down for AI issues, not Xbox. you're about the Steam Deck not being in stock. Fanboys need to learn to speak up and not waste the time. If you want things to change, speak up. It's that simple, 100%. That's what we gotta do. We gotta speak up. Like how we did 2 days ago, we spoke up in here. Me and Joy were there, pam, 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 just speaking. That's what we gotta do. Speak up and not be afraid to speak up. Not at all be afraid, my friends. Not at all. Not at all. Speak up. That's what you gotta do. Speak up. So let's see what else is out there before I start to head out. Because, I'm going to leave the Peter Moore interview for tomorrow. I hope it's a short one because really this was a long one today. Louis, you buying RE9 tomorrow? Hell yeah, Jesse James. We playing RE9. Yes, sir. So we got Marathon on the play, though. Chat. Another thing, though. Marathon's out there. It's free. Download it and try it. And go. If you're going to try it, please go in neutral. Don't go in aggressive when it comes down to Marathon. Try it out. Don't go in with all the, what's it called? With all the, media coverage and all that stuff. Just go in and try it out. Give it a go. Forget it's a Sony game. Think about it's a Bungie game. That's all I'm saying. Just give it a go. And then come by and speak the truth, though. That's the funny. I'm going to stay in my lane and play games. I'm not going to pretend I'm in Microsoft's boardroom. Exactly, Dolan. That's what we got to do. See? Dolan is the man. Dolan is the man when he speaks, though. That's how it is, though. I got love the new Xbox that you see. Oh, God. If it doesn't go well, Bungie's toast. Yeah. I hope. Listen, chat. Listen. I hope nothing bad happens. I mean, look, I know a lot of people want to be right and call it this and call it that, but look, seeing a studio shut down always sucks. I hate it. Doesn't matter which one it is. It pains me. Because, then you look at the history of what they've done and, and done all this stuff. Because, look, Destiny was fun. I got to tell you something. I love Destiny. I played the hell out of Destiny. As soon as Sony grabbed it, it changed, though. But, it is what it is. This stuff happens. But shit. That's how it is, my friends. That's how it is. I mean, it's fun. Games are supposed to be fun, though. And Destiny would prove its point of being fun, though. Until it got a point where it became too repetitive, but yeah. But listen, you imagine we get the news that Bungie shuts down. I'll be like, damn. I would suck, though. I would suck. Where can I find the beta for the PlayStation? Good question, because I don't know. I think it's out today, though. Uh-oh. Oh, chat. I just saw something right here. Hold on a second. You know me. I'm a sucker for this. I'm a sucker because chat. Oh man. I'm a sucker for this. And of course, because I saw this picture, hey. I saw this out there. Look who's in the front page. Yes, sir. Dave the Diver. Of course, I see Dave the Diver, it puts a grin in my eyes like, yes, Dave the Diver. Man, I love that game. Woo. So let's see. So the Xbox hits you cannot miss. All right, some bargains you have to get is games such as Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws, and Dave the Diver have all received hefty discounts and worth picking it up at the right place at the right time. Chat, go pick up Dave the Diver. I'm forcing you. Nah, I'm just kidding, chat. I would never force you guys to do it. I will for this one. Nah, I'm just kidding. Of course, he's not here. See this? Now, he will tell you to go pick it up. But this is an opportunity, though. So what's the price of Dave the Diver, though? So these are the games that are on sale for right now until Wednesday, March 4th. Let's get to it. Classified Friends. Don't know what that is. $12.49. Chronos: The New Dawn, $48. Hey, Date everything. That game came out? Remember when they showed that game? We're like, huh? Dockside, 1169. EA Sports. Madden NFL 26 for $25. Includes EA's college football 26 EA Madden NFL $25. The playoff bundle with all those games? Oh, big money gonna be like, you say, I don't use my war point buy this shit. That's what I'm gonna say though. Hell Let Loose. Wow, that's a good game. Hell Let Loose, guys, pick that up. It's $5. Wow, cool. Oh, these are the bundles. Okay, Jurassic World Evolution 3 for $56. NASCAR 25 for $60. Shadow Labyrinth 27.99. Star Wars Outlaws for 26. Sworn. Tour de France. Bonjour for $15. UFC 5 Deluxe Edition for $12. Let's see though. Xbox Series X and S games. What was this though? Oh, these are sales a month. Okay. So we have 1000 X Resist, Alien Burger Curse and Evolved Edition, Ambulance Life and Pandemic Simulator. That one, I'm gonna check it out. Anno 117 Pax Romana is now for $45. Architect Life, a house design simulator. That sounds kind of neat though. That's for 15. Wait, that's for $15. That's Assassin's Creed Shadows, $34.99. Great game, chat. Recommend it. Played it. Loved it. Autopsy Simulator, $13. I haven't checked that out. Beneath, $13. I mean $12. Sorry. Crime Simulator, $15. Crow Country, $10. D Galactic Survivor, $10. D Space Shooter, $4. EA Sports College Football, 13. EA Sports NFL 26, 13. Wow, that's a big price drop. Egging House of Torment, Hell is Dust, 35. Killer with Fire 2, $9. Again. Oh, Killer with Fire is the one they kill the spy. Okay, I gotta try that one out too. Labyrinth, $11. Smoke Card Mining, $4. Moon Mystery, NASCAR 20. Moon Mystery, $11. NASCAR, $45. Pigeon Simulator, which I did not like. I don't like Pigeon Simulator, sorry. Oh. One second, chat. Give me 1 second, chat, before I continue with the list. Because I saw something that said, oh, wait a minute, before I forget. Hi! Let's go. That's a Slipknot song. Really good one, too. Oh, I saw a Slipknot song. They get really ticked off about that. Never mind. They sue you. Let's see now. Where is this thing? Where's the sales at? Where are the sales at? Ooh. Where are they at? Where are they at? I can't find them, chat. Where are they at? Oh, Metal Gear's off 50% off too. Ooh, here it is. Okay. Let's see now. The Euros for you. Okay, found it. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Damn it. I can't find it. Pickles, how'd you know? I already have Robocop though. I double dipped on Robocop. I have Robocop on the Series X. I have Robocop over here. Double dip. Sorry, Chad. You know sometimes you gotta double dip though. So, but yeah. How do you know, Pickles? How you know? How you know, man? How do you know? Oh, I'm so happy. I'm about to cry. Yep. I'm getting it. That's out the way. Is that it? Is that my credit card? Yeah, it is. How'd you know, though? How'd you know, Pickles? How'd you know I was going to do that, Pickles? How'd you know? Simple, laugh out loud. How's that simple, though? How is that simple? Yep. Let's keep going. So, that's done. Stay still, Cyber Remaster Sinuality Echo of Ada, the Serpent Rogue, Total Chaos UFC. Now, these are all DLC stuff. You know, if you want to get the DLC, oh dear lord, so much so. Now let's look at this. All right, Dredge, $10. Dredge is a really good game, guys. Pick it up. Dragon Ball Z. Let's see though. We got Aven Colony, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for $30. That should be in 20 though. That game is old. I do not like it though. So let's keep going. So it says here Far Cry 4 for 40. Far Cry 4, 40 bucks. Oh, it's a promo button. I'm about to say that's a lot of money for that damn game too. Golf with your friends. Yeah, like I will golf for big me money. Heck no, more ducks everywhere. $11. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter Fate. $10. Nice. TNT Splinter Fate cartridges on Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege for $10. If you guys love Tom Clancy, go ahead and get it. Watch Dogs, 50. It's the bundle. And the complete edition is 23 though. Right. So let's see though. Where is Dave? Oh, chat. Look. Chat. That's definitely chat. Definitely chat. That's worth the price, chat. I mean, Dave the Diver is only 10, $11. Get it. So these are the one game, Xbox Series X and S1 games. Let's go through this list. We got Amnesia, $5. Clover Pit, $7. Crown Tick, $5. Crypt of Necrodancer. Play Replace demo to me. No, I've not played it though. You know why I haven't played it? I'm just holding off to it because I don't want to. Because look, they delayed it, and I don't want to. No. I'm holding off to it. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna play it when it gets close though. I'll play when it gets close to hype it up. But since they're delaying it too much, I'm holding off to it because I know. I'm gonna have that game in my head until it gets to it. So I'm holding to it till it gets there though. So yes, Death Static Drive is $13. Death Road to Canada. What's wrong with Canada? $5. Deep Space Shooter, $4. Forgive Me, Father, $8. Formula Legends, $15. Genesis Alpha. Alpha 1, $6. Heaven Dust, $4. Hako Life, $3. LA Cops, 1.24? Huh? Legends BMX, $7. Lego Party, $30. Manarians, wow, that's a big list though. Jesus. Oh, I got that for real cheap too. The House of the Dead remake. If you guys like House of the Dead, go for it. I love getting that remake though. Let me see what else. The Walking Dead, The Telltales, really good stories too. Yoku's Island Express. Winter Burrow, Tormented Souls, The Final Station. Man, I'm telling you, this list is looking good. But seriously, chat, pick that up. Pick up Dave the Diver. Go now. Pick it up. Trust me. You're gonna say, thank you, Lou. You recommended me a good game. But yeah, chat, good list. Good list. There's deals out there. Remember, you got until March 4th to pick them up. I just picked up RoboCop, Unfinished Business, because I already had RoboCop the original. Though I had, like I said, double dipped. So yeah. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. But before I go, chat, like always, tell me what you've all been playing. I gotta run to the office today. It's 1:07. I gotta run. Louis gotta run to the office. I got things I gotta do. Because tomorrow's a free day for Lou. You know what Lou's gonna do tomorrow? Play Resident Evil 9. When they release it, I don't know what time it releases though. Get that thing started though, chat. I gotta get the thing started. Yes. But all day reason I'm holding off. I don't wanna. Waiting on Grandia 2 to drop in price. Only game interested in buying at the moment. Grandia 2, wait. Grandia had a... But didn't Grandia... I'm confused now. I know there was a Grandia back in the Dreamcast game, wasn't it? Let me see. Grandia. Oh, I froze. Computer, stop freezing on my ass, man. Seriously, everything's good. Yeah, I remember Grandia, though. Grandia. So wait, there's a new Grandia 2 game I've not heard about? Oh, it's remastered. How come y'all didn't tell me about this shit? There's a remastered Grandia? Oh, shit. I gotta get to playing that game. I loved that game back in the day. Huh. High Life 2 shooting mechanics feel really off for some reason. It's okay, but definitely not good. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. They released the game in a bad spot? Oh, I hate when that happens. Fable site is live? What do you mean Fable site is live? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I love how Day the Diver was on the cover. Good job putting Day the Diver on the cover. Xbox, that's good. Day the Diver is a good game. So yeah, I'm going on Twitter now. Let's see what's going to happen out here. Let's see what's the bad things happening out there on Twitter. Because man, Chen, I'm sad. There's no more bad, sad news these days. Let's see though. Oh. Oh. The website for Fable. New mission. Let's see though. It says here, Hitman got a new mission about a virus featuring Mila Djokovic, who played Alice in the original Resident Evil movie. Nice, that's cool. That's cool. Other games, let's see though. Surprise, a brand new game from certain studios. They're tackling the entire different fixed force and co-op robot repair crew. Okay. All right. Um, what is this though? What am I seeing? Oh, I had that Teenage Mutant Ninja. I did not like that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that one game I just did not like it. Didn't get it though. I had to play it from the beginning though. So we have Rip Daring for Fallout 76. Let's go see if we can find the website of Fable. Let's go see Fable website. Yes, let's go check it out before we head out, my friends. Fable website. Fable website. That's it. Is this it? Fable.co. Seriously? This is the site? Seriously? Is this the website? Why am I looking at this shit? Man, Chad, you're trolling me with this one. You're trolling me with this one, Chad. You gotta be trolling me with this one. Sony has new management, still closing studios and barely making games, but Xbox bad. It's a hate media. Yes. Yeah, Xbox is better now. And now getting interviews from Xbox, you know, I wonder. Huh. Can you imagine if let's say this. Let's say this. Asha says, Louis, you're gonna be the first person I want to interview with. Let's say this. I know it's gonna happen. That's an ebook site live follow. I know, don't know. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? But can you imagine I get that interview? I wonder what they will say about me though. I wonder. Oh God. Jess, I hope you get it, man. I hope you get that interview on your show just to piss them all off all over again. Because I gotta say something though. The reaction to it was hilarious. Oh, I found it though. Chat, it's called Fable the Game. Fable the Game. That's what it's called. FableTheGame.com. And right here it says, please verify your age to access the site. Let's go. Let's go see. What was I born? Screw it. I'm just gonna put January. Okay, I just put 1998. Enter. There you go. Ah, there it is. There it is, chat. Fairy tale ending not guaranteed. Become the hero if you want to be in an immersive open world action RPG where each choice shapes your journey. Reputation is everything, and fairy tale endings are never guaranteed. Yes, feature news, behind the scenes, more and more media. Autumn 2026. Damn it, did not get the date. Give us a date. They don't have a year that goes for enough back for Louis to select. Damn, you may call me no fart right here, chat, man. This man gotta depress me like that. So I gotta depress me like that. But yeah, chat, like I was saying though, we were talking about games earlier. Uh, I'm playing TCG Simulator, having a blast, selling my cards, enjoying the game. It's been a really good game, really fun to play, really good stuff. I'm really enjoying it. Recommend you guys play if you guys want to run a TCG store, simulator, if you lose money or not. It's fun. But for this one, though, it's not like Supermarket Sim where you can go in and get loans. This one, you have to really grind the fuck out of things right here. And that's what I've been doing. I've been playing this game nonstop. I have already, I think, a day or so in the game these past days because I've been playing like crazy. It's just been hours and hours and hours. And the other day, like I was saying, the other night that I woke up, I think it was for yesterday though. Yeah, it was for yesterday though. I was waiting for Q to come up and for him to wake up to give me a thumbnail for the show of yesterday. But yeah, man, I mean, look, it's fun. It's fun. Darius says I can't wait for it. I mean, I can't wait for Darius. I cannot wait for it either. I can't wait to play it. That's the main reason why I have not tried the demo because I know I'm gonna sink in, and I do not want to sink in because if I play that demo, I'm gonna be pissed. It's got delayed to April. Also, Mouse PI got delayed too. Stop delaying, release. Urgh. But you know how it is, though. You know how it is. You know how it is. And maybe GTA 6 might get delayed though. Yeah. Yeah. Autumn is like October is usually, yeah, but they should release that early because you know what's gonna happen. If they release that game early, it's gonna get pummeled up by GTA 6. I'm promoting replace more than Big Money promotes GTA 6. Should not promote this stuff. Big Money's happy promoting his GTA 6. I ain't got a problem with that. He happy with his GTA 6. That's how I'm installing RoboCop, guys. Ooh, I already got a freaking price. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I seriously do. You guys make everything awesome on this show. We had good talks, good things coming around. Like always, having fun. Always, chat. Always, 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 always. You guys are the best. Louis, you think Gears is December? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to be like that one dude who went in the Lego show. I won't say any names, and he literally said, he literally said, that Gears of War E-Day was going to come out this year. It's going to come out this year. It's going to happen. It is. I'm telling you it's going to happen. And, I kind of murmured. Yeah, I kind of, put his name out there. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. The only way I know, you know how I know C4 skills? Is when Microsoft comes out and announces it. That's all I know. That's all I know. And if I did know in the back end, I still will not tell you. I'll just wait till Microsoft comes out and announces it. That's how it is, my friends. And that's how I see things, Because at the end of the day, I can say, oh, it's coming out this year. And all of a sudden, my face gets plastered and say, Louis said, because it's hot. I don't know. You have to wait and see, my friends. You have to wait and see. I really hope so. Before that, though, yeah. Probably so, though. I think we're gonna have I have a feeling we're gonna have a show soon. I have a feeling like around once this settles down a bit, the whole drama of February. I think in March we're probably gonna get a show, and then we'll finally get the big June showcase all around the place. I think there's gonna be a second show though. I think there's gonna be one. I don't know why, but I have that. Like my spider sense is tingling. Something's gonna happen, and then we're gonna have a big 25th anniversary show, down the road. But I think there will be another Developers Direct. Yes, I don't know why. I think there will be. But if I'm wrong, cool. If I'm wrong, cool. No problem. We'll wait for June. But chat, thank you all for your memberships. Thank you all for your chats. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing, my friends. Love you guys to death. Seriously, I do. So chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful night. Gorgeous, awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. BT when we do come back with Salvador, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And the environment they don't XP en Español with Aliencita, Metal Berserker, and Captain Elvin. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, my friends. And again, like I always say, after all this shit goes down, for the whole day, have fun, have a blast. Remember, turn on your box, play your games, and worry about what's next to play, and also protect your wallets. That's what you gotta do. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Love y'all. Have an awesome one.